know it be how it is. It's Saturday, which means here on Longshot, here with the SirFeffers channel, we are playing Void Scourge in space!
In space!
In space!
I am SirFeffers. I will be your
in the balance.
I will be your humble dungeon master for today,
Dangles
the
for your leg.
sycophant who brings you whimsy and woe. Last we left off our fantastic Nova Wake in Nerium. I don't remember your last name.
Nerium.
She doesn't have one.
It's like Rihanna, Beyonce,
Ed.
Michael.
Mike.
Just start throwing names out. Tom.
Jeffrey.
Last we left off, Nova and Nerium just won the Kraken Zone Crucible, based in this prison within this dwarven city of Scourge. They managed to get themselves a. Do you remember a dragon? A legendary item.
A Dragon's Wrath glaive.
A Dragon's Wrath glaive, and it was bonkers.
It was great.
They affiliated themselves with the Pirate King of the people of Valcyrn, and he is also inside the Crucible, which is this big ass prison at the base of which there is a Kraken, which will like slide up and like with little tentacles like drag people down every now and then. Lately it's been feasting on these maggoty rats that seem to be all over the place. Very strange. The Dwarven King, Balthazar, is probably one of the only people that's still kind of on the fence about these people. He seems to have a deep-seated distrust for anything Fey. You're not sure why, but now, because of our fantastic adventurer's victory in the Kraken Zone Crucible, the dwarves as a whole see them in a better light. They're like, cool, these people are dope. They do the murder and they make it look good. Dwarvies being dwarves. Another thing of note is that on the hour, every hour, there's a strange resonance, and the city, the party has determined, is slowly rising up out of the earth. And as the party might know, as the viewers might know, this is an ocean archipelago. I never remember how to say that.
Archipelago.
Okay.
Archipelago.
Archipelago terrain. This map is very islandy. There is a massive whirlpool, but it's inverted and kind of rising up out of the ocean. There's no atmosphere here. There's no tide. There's no wind. And so all of these little cities, all of these little city-states have their own means of bringing atmosphere and survivability to their people, which makes this really fun. And I'm very excited. Let's throw it over to SmolBirdLex, and you can tell us a bit about yourself, something you're up to, and a little bit about your character and how she's feeling, and then throw it over to Offbeat, and we'll get going.
Hey, what's up? It is SmolBirdLex. You can find me at SmolBirdLex on all the platforms that I exist on, which is most of them, I guess. Nerium is vibrating with excitement. She is so happy to have a new awesome weapon, and it's pretty because we've decided, I say we, but it was me, but I decided that the Dragon's Wrath glaive is made out of dragon bone and wrapped in scales and leathers from a dragon, and inside is a core of a piece of the dragon's heart. That's where the wrath comes from, and that's where the magic comes from in the Dragon's Wrath. So yes, I'm very excited about that. I don't really have any upcoming projects besides the fabulousness that is us on Saturdays.
Yeah.
And Dungeons and Doggies is probably going to be released soon. We're going to be finishing up that. And
nice.
If you guys know our buddy Luke, or the fabulous Lady Pinto, you guys know her on TikTok, I'm sure. A freaking awesome dog who like sword fights and stuff. But yeah, that's a podcast that's going to be released. And once it is, I'll give you all the proper information for it. And I'm going to send this off to Offbeat.
What's up, gamers? My name is Offbeat Outlaw. You can find me on YouTube and TikTok under the exact same name. Also Instagram and Twitter. Y'all, if you've been interested in the thirst trap content coming from me, you can find me.
You want to give us a little sneak peek, a little flex, a little. Excellent.
Oh yeah.
Now give me money.
Check out that link.
But all the same. What am I doing recently? I've got a new series coming out. First time I'm releasing a new type of skit series in a while.
Whoa.
If you go to my YouTube, you can find the first episode of it out now called When Your Warlock Patron's a Min-Maxer. It's pretty good. I spent a lot of money on costume pieces and needed an excuse to wear them. You know what? Let's wear them for this stream.
It sounds like something I should be taking notes of. Also, before we continue, the fantastic SmolBirdLex was the one who made that beautiful art you saw in the starting soon, and she is open for commissions, and you should do so because you know what? That art is top notch. That is quality shit. Your shit, quality. Your bangs, quality.
The bangs be banging.
Oh, your taste in men is skeptical.
Yeah.
I have a team of scientists like doing the math. They're like,
Like, wait a minute.
How'd a Canadian twink get out here?
You're an otter, not a twig. We've discussed this.
Her team of scientists have determined this.
Yes.
Not an otter, it's a twink.
Feff was not involved in this discussion.
I wasn't. No, I have no cards on that table.
He's like, what the fuck's an otter? What's a Twinkie?
I've been told by this community that I am a bear. I don't.
Oh yeah, you're fluffy and hairy and cuddly.
This is true, and sometimes hangry. And I sleep
I'm gonna order food.
Vloxen did remind me to eat food before we started, so I'm good to go.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Oh, funny enough, I do have a message about a commission from someone who watches Longshot.
Let's go.
Let's go.
I already got my first customer from y'all.
Yay! That's the dream. Like that's best case scenario for me. Makes me happy. Offbeat, you got this, man. Hell yeah.
Budget. I need excuse to wear
now
this.
You can write it off. Now it's a tax write-off. It's
now
on the
it's
stream.
a tax write-off, everybody.
Hell yeah. Looking dapper as fuck, bro.
The party wakes up at at the old tide. And the little drake that Nerium has kind of adopted is currently on the ceiling, like just kind of picking away at like a crack in the stone and just kind of and trying to get in there. The tiny little hermit crab palm tree creature that Nova has, he like wakes up and it's on his chest and it's just kind of chilling, but because it's been sitting there sleeping for so long, it's slowly started putting down roots. It hasn't made it through your armor, but it has started to.
I am going to quickly cast mending on my armor.
It wakes and upsets the creature, and it kind of
I'm just gonna grab it. I'm gonna look at it.
It's like this big.
I'm gonna gather up some dirt, and then I'm just gonna take like a cup. I'm just gonna pour the dirt in the cup, and then just.
Do like a little cat spin.
Roll animal handling.
I don't know if I'm particularly good. I don't think I'm not particularly good at this.
Why would you? Why would you ever pick proficiency with that? It's an RP based roll. You Offbeat would never pick that.
Not unless I've got a horse. That's a 15 plus 2. It's a 17.
17. It begrudgingly nestles down into it so that just the little eye stalks and the palm tree are poking out of the earth.
That's perfect. Nerium's just gonna be like.
It keeps trying to. It's slowly chipping away at the little crack in the ceiling.
What's your little bugger got doing up there?
Being a little shit, apparently.
I can grab him.
Come down so I can feed you.
I'm gonna cast Mage Hand and just grab it.
You go up, you grab a hold of it. It's a tiny little guard drake wormling, but as it does, it finally, as right as you grab a hold of it and start pulling it down, it manages to get just its snoot up in the crack, and as you pull it away, it pulls a creature out of the crack. It's this strange veiny mass, and it's only about this big, and he throws it on it and it splats on the stone floor in the center of the room, where it slowly
We set it on fire.
I stomp on it just to keep it there.
Make a wisdom no, I'm just kidding. You stomp on it and it recoils and writhes around your foot. Your boot starts to slowly turn red.
I lift up my boot immediately.
She stabs it with her glaive.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Shit, my dice. First roll of the night, y'all. Make sure you have your dice on hand next time.
This week is 3 for 3 for not having dice on hand for the first roll.
It was behind me. I was just looking at the
No. You, the Windfall crew, two or three of them didn't have their dice, and the Tuesday crew were like, "Oh yeah, dice."
We're just so excited to hang out. We forgot we needed the dice.
Honestly, chat. Our huddle up before stream is always like just the best. We're always just vibing.
It be the vibes, bro.
It's like sacred at this point. At some point, someone was like, "We should film this because this is gold," and I was like, "No, it's just for us.
This is for us and us alone."
Yep.
Oh Jesus! I rolled a 13 on the die.
You got like, you should have like plus 14 to hit at this point.
By the way, chat, could we show some love for Vloxen? This is our mod who's with us tonight. We love her so much. She's the best.
Yeah, plus 14. So, what's that do?
Oh yeah, you hit it. You bring it down and you slice it into two different, directly in half. You bisect it, and then and now it's two creatures.
Nova, set it on fire. Could you set it on fire? Set it on fire.
Give me a quick moment. I take my blade and I cast Green Flame Blade, my greatsword. I'm gonna strike one of the halves.
Okay.
So that's going to be a cheeky.
AC is 10.
Okay, that hits. It's going to take 2d6 plus 3d8. I'm not going to smite. That would be absurd.
For this little thing?
I just woke up. I'm not smiting it.
Yeah, I'm not smiting this early in the morning.
Do a lot of things
and then
early
the
in the
second
morning.
creature is also going to take some of this damage. So first, that thing that happens is this creature takes 13, 18.
It's dead.
3, okay.
It's dead.
It takes it in fire damage as well, and then now the fire damage is going to leap to the second half as this blade leaps from it and just like slices through it.
Okay.
And the second half takes
hey Phoenix.
10 fire damage.
10 fire
12.
damage. I like it. The second one also perishes. It looks like it was trying to worm its way down a crack in the stone to get away, but you managed to destroy it. The
Miriam
guard
pulls
Drake.
out some jerky for the Drake. Good boy.
I'm gonna take one of the halves and be like, does this just look like suspicious or does it look like wildlife?
It looks like it is plant and it is a plant-like creature, some kind of hybrid between veiny flesh and algae. And what you've seen of this place is that most creatures are fauna-based. Sorry, flora-based.
So it doesn't look out of place. It doesn't look like it was like.
It's definitely disturbing, but you wouldn't know if it's out of place or not.
I'm gonna grab like a hotel room cup and just like.
Oh, you touching it?
With my gloves, with mage hand.
Okay.
Hey Chester, is there more? Just scratching his chin. It's like, fetch.
Doesn't know.
Okay.
Yeah. Miriam, we should probably go ask somebody what the bloody hell this does, because it was fucking up my boot.
Is your boot still red?
Yeah,
Or did it fade?
it's got like almost lightning-esque strains of red on it now from where the thing touched it.
Yeah, let's go bring your boot. Probably take that off your
I'm gonna
foot
cast
just in
mending
case.
on it and see what happens.
Cast mending?
On my boot.
Yeah, it fixes the boot.
We needed the proof, you dickhead.
I'm sure that they know what. You're right. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna go downstairs to the barkeep.
I'd like to cast unmending.
How are you doing this fine morning, champions?
Hey, we found one of these bloody bastards in the roof. What is this?
Kind of takes it from you.
It was eating Nova's boot. And
It was eating my
put
boot. It
lightning
turned it
on
red. Made it like lightning. I fixed it though.
I don't know.
Dumbass.
It's kind of nasty looking.
Does it look native to here? Is this
Not
just
that
like
I've
a-
ever seen. And then it erodes the bottom of the cup and it onto the bar table, onto the table, and he goes, "Ah!"
I use mending and pick it. I use mage hand, pick it up, and then cast mending on the bar table.
Thank you kindly.
Yeah, this thing seems to be made of some sort of caustic substance.
That's disturbing. Luckily, most things around here are made of stone.
Like you guys.
Headache.
So we should set it on fire, is what I'm hearing. Can you spit fire?
I did say.
You want
it
to
on
try,
fire.
sweetie?
You really did try, didn't ya?
He tried his best.
It's a damn shame. His best is rather pathetic, but you
Headbutts
know.
Nova.
Shield. I have my shield up.
You put the
Roll
shield
hit.
up. You put the shield up, and as it's coming back down, you're like, "Ha!" And then the baby Drake right over.
Roll the hit, motherfucker. Roll the hit.
Nope, it's an 11. You weave.
She just grabs it by the tail so it doesn't fall over. Puts him back.
I'm just gonna collect the halves, and I'm just gonna toss them outside, like on some rock, and see
Sure.
what happens.
See if the rats will eat it.
Mm-hmm.
The rock seems immune to whatever this is. It seems to be organic material. The bar was made of wood. Your boot was made of leather.
Mm-hmm.
Should we start getting some wood, some stone armor? Is that a thing? Can we do that?
Be bloody heavy, but I mean,
You're really gonna talk to me about heavy?
look, look, we're both equally strong, mate. I just don't think it's worthwhile for you. You can't get as angry when you're wearing your armor.
I didn't say it was for me. You're the one who had a messed up boot.
I can always fix it. It's for the fashion.
Uh-huh. Hit him with the boots in July. Bitch, I don't need snow. The song that doesn't exist yet.
Miriam's gonna go on to be a record dealing like a multi-platinum artist. It's really great.
I'm not stealing John Bellion songs, guys. Whoever knows that song, please. I'm not gonna get fucking sued. Miriam's
well,
looking around for rats.
Okay. Easily, you find one or two, kind of anywhere within view.
Nova, throw it at him.
I take one of the halves and I just kind of like toss it with the mage hand toward it.
It lands, and the rat's like, and sees it, and absolutely flees.
Like, oh.
Now, these rats have been eating other flora.
Write that down, write that down.
These rats have been a bit of a problem for every country, really. Every city-state. And they're relatively new-ish. This rat problem.
I'm still pretty sure there's a rat king somewhere.
And this random little plant is already developed a poison to being eaten by the rats. Most clever.
You care to
It's
name
learning.
it? Please don't give it an acronym. Please make it something cool. Or at least make it something cool. If you're also going to give it an acronym, at least make the actual name super dope.
What does
The little red
Veiny
thing. Voxen says, I need a picture of the Drake. Chester, right?
Yeah,
Chester
Chester.
the Drake.
Little Chester.
Speaking
Funny
of-
enough, my brain immediately went to Carnage because of fucking the veiny red
Yeah, it's kind of carnagey. It's kind of carnagey if it was also plant.
symbiote.
Speaking of Nova, you feel a little pinch on the back of your heel, and the tiny little palm tree hermit crab has chased you. Its tiny little hermit crabby legs has finally caught up with you. And
What did you name your crab?
I don't think he did.
Pretty sure it's just crab or plant.
Yeah. What
Hemp.
is it, mate?
Hemp. Crab. Clicky clack.
We're going to call these plant or
I said something cool,
Rat?
brother. You chew on it. It's gonna take a while. It's gonna take a while. It's gonna be a minute.
Calling him Vicocious.
Ratsbane. I don't know. You gotta come up with something better than that. Herb. So, what'll we be up to today?
Well, I suppose we need an audience with that Kraken, don't we?
We need some coffee.
And the party
Yes,
knows
coffee.
that there's two ways to get an audience with the Kraken. There's
You
the
die.
there's the traditional way, which is through the king, or the Inkbloods. The Inkbloods being those kind of warped dwarves who have tentacle beards and black eyes, like all black, and they ooze black, and they're very
Want to try
strange.
the Ink Bloods first? Feels like it might be a little easier than the King.
I do think we need to at least. I think if we go straight to the Inkbloods, it gives the Dwarven King more reason not to trust us. I think we should do the proper way first, and then if he still denies us entry, well, we'll do.
You get annoyed of being right.
I've tried being annoyed at being right, but then I just realized it takes more time out of my day.
Let's go.
Okay, you guys start making your way into the nicer and nicer parts of town, mostly up, until you're at the you find yourself on this winding stairway. You've already passed the really nice neighborhood, and the nicer shops and the like.
Oh, the neighborhoods that don't need cops.
The neighborhoods have their own police department, you know.
Yeah. The security guard at the end of the gate.
Yeah. Speaking of, you find yourselves winding up the stairway, and you can see out into the open ocean various massive dwarven towers built out of jagged mountain outcroppings, kind of like serrated bits of teeth out here and there, all throughout this kind of territory of Scared. And you can see they have massive mortar cannons and catapults and the like on each of them, and this is a very well defended region, at least by boat, which is the primary form of transportation within this realm, seeing as the boats rely on the massive whirlpool to kind of orbit to nearby kingdoms. And you're overlooking all of that, and you see this final archway into what can only be the castle, you know, the keep of the dwarven king Balthazar. Kiri, you stop that. And there is this kind of juiced dwarf, just kind of shoulders on his shoulders, kind of a vibe. Yeah, he is like roided out, and he's got this tiny little set of glasses on, and almost Morpheus style, just kind of clipped on there, and he looks up and goes, "Welcome."
Our translator, I just remembered, ran off, or has Apple rejoined us?
Apple is staying as far away from y'all as possible.
So how are we talking to these people?
That's a great point. Do you want to get a hold of Jack, the Warforged from back on the boat, because he was capable of such things? Okay.
Yes.
Then you have Iman and Jack with you.
Okay.
Jack is not one for fighting. He is more of an intellectual. He's a strategist. You can rely on him for wise counsel, whereas Iman, I believe, is a 10th level barbarian, 2nd level fighter.
Okay.
Classic.
And he's just, this whole time, he's been just like gawking out into the open ocean, be like, wow. And then the dwarf speaks up and he turns around to he hears the "I'm big and I'm scary," and he goes, "How big and scary?" and then does like a like a respect. This individual is more muscly than him.
Howdy there.
With Jack translating, he goes, "State your business."
We seek an audience with the king to seek an audience with the Kraken.
Courts open in 7 days.
How can we do that sooner?
Considering we just won the Kraken's Old Crucible contest as proof by this lovely glaive, Nerium showed off a little bit.
It's very pretty.
Roll persuasion at advantage.
Whee!
Papa Bear.
One sec.
Papa,
Here's
you
me.
are like Papa.
I pick you up. And I put you back down.
That is a 23.
Oh, hair ruffle. 23?
24.
He goes, "That's mighty impressive, like." And you see he puts his hand into this hidden nook within the stone, and you hear a and a couple of other guards show up, and he goes, "Watch them," and then he walks inside. These other guards look like not as proficient with, not as high a level, if you will. Less experienced, but there are more of them, and they are very much in plate mail. Look very capable. After a little while, one of them goes, "We didn't get to watch. We were on duty, but I hope you had a good time."
Oh, would you like to hear the story, mate?
Absolutely.
Oh, bloody mate. So,
They all kind of perk up.
gather around.
Gather.
So, picture this, mate. Walking out into the battlefield. There is, of course, Nerium. Glorious, glamorous, deadly as shit. With her echo. Why don't you summon your echo? You can do that for free. Show them what it looks like.
Or summons the gorgeous echo that she
There's a
is.
whole bunch of ooh.
Alright, now unsummon it. We don't want anyone pissing themselves.
There's two of her. There's two of her.
I summoned my celestial friend, Perry. I don't want to do that now. That costs a lot of the spells, you know. Oh, he's got an anchor for an arm. We walk out with Ayman here, big strong lad. The lizard folk, an unlikely crew, you might say, but a damn fine one. And so we get out and we see some bastard dwarf wielding this stupid shield at 30 armor class, so proud of himself, gets put to sleep by his own wizard.
Absolutely made a TikTok about. Don't act like I wasn't the inspiration for that.
Yeah, I did.
I saw it and literally went, "Nice, I did that." That was me. I saw you bumped it up to 34 though, which means you had a reason
No, it was
that it had to
30.
be 34.
It was 30. 34 in armor class.
Mm-hmm.
Not 34 in armor class, 34 in armor class. It's still 30.
Oh, okay.
It was 30 space FOR in armor
Oh,
class. Yeah. Not 34.
Okay.
Either way, gets put to sleep by his own wizard, gets dragged off by the Kraken. We decimate the other two, and then our lizard folk friend, his name's Renekton. Honestly, a swell
They
lad.
all stop and go, "Renekton got out?"
Yes, with us.
Yeah. I destroyed one of his friends.
Yeah, we killed this blaster named the Champion. We like split him in twain. Nerium is very handy with this glaive.
Fucking bastard pirate king. He outsmarted us once again.
It seems like, look, I'm not going to lie. If you want to fix that problem, make it so you can only submit one person per faction.
We don't make the law in this, actually. It's actually
Really?
dictated by Rulorak.
Ah.
Very
Well-
strange. Our good king, Bartheshazard, and Rulorak have a strange bond. It's considered sacred and holy. I explained this to an outsider with intentions to help and mean no disrespect. And
No, I
that also
understand.
seems to be a culturally important thing for them.
I see. So it's like I get ya.
Just whispers to Nova. It's not a sex thing, is it?
I don't know. I don't want to ask.
Ivy goes, oh, please no.
Okay,
There's a
hon, I
whole
got you.
genre based around it.
Jack quietly under his breath goes, and who are we to judge? And I was like, well, it's not the same. And he goes,
Oh,
Did you, in order to birth me, the space had to fuck the ocean. So you better start figuring that one out real quick.
my dad was just really brave.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
Regardless, they seem to have a deep-seated hatred for the pirate king of Valsir. And
what if we killed the pirate king? He's not even really a king. He's trying to take your title anyway. Might as well.
I
just
know.
take it
I mean,
back.
like I'm the pirate king. We can easily take care. Hey, look, if you want that pirate king taken care of, it's no big deal for us.
that's not something we would ever deem to wish upon one of our prisoners.
Uh-huh.
At all. Genuinely.
Oh.
Okay. No.
Oh.
We misunderstood.
I'm like,
Okay.
oh.
So, oh, okay.
Well, all the
Well,
same,
How can we fix the
Renekton
issue?
was one hell of a lad. Not gonna lie. I don't know what your past is with him.
To think he's back on the waters.
He
He's
owes us a
going back
drink
to his
later. We could
homeland. If
ask.
that... He's going back to his homeland. I'd just leave him the fuck alone. He didn't really seem too concerned. He just loved his pirate king or something.
Pirate King seemed to have betrayed him by
Jack
sending
says-
out his brother.
Jack
Yeah.
says, there must be something more going on here. Why is it strange for Renekton to be getting away?
Based off of how he eviscerated his brother and bathed in his guts, I'm sure he's just a bit of a terror to deal with.
Renekton is brutal. A danger for sure, but it's what he represents. We were able to fracture the kingdom of Valsir. They're a pirate. They are ever plaguing us, plaguing our ships, leeching off of us in the worst way. They are literally, their survival literally was so dependent upon what they could get from us, what they could get away with. And when we finally took their king, it stopped. They became more legitimate, focusing on trade. Many of their raids changed from this region to Arlsk. And things have been picking up again lately. We're not sure why. We don't know who commands, but with Renekton loose upon the waters again, it can only go south. At this point, the big shoulders on shoulder dwarf comes back and goes, "You're good to go in."
All right. Well, you deal with your Renekton problem. Good luck with that, I guess.
Follow me. And he kind of turns.
By the way, I did a real good job eviscerating the champion with my echo. That's the end of the story. Sliced him from crotch to crown.
She's so alluring. She's so powerful. I bet you can throw me. I bet you could throw you.
Give me
Do
some
more
coin,
than-
I'll throw you right now.
They all shut up. Because Jack translated it for it and they didn't see that coming. You are led into a beautiful throne room. Solid stone all along the floor, kind of sweeping upwards into the center of the room, kind of an oval shaped room. Beautiful waterfalls along the two sides, centerpiecing the throne, and strange lights within the waterfalls showing almost movies, but more like wallpaper backgrounds, you know, in the waterfalls of various regions scenic views from different points of this kingdom are registered here. Which begs the question, what else is he able to just casually look upon? The throne itself is a solid piece of obsidian that's just been weathered and smoothed. And he's not there. He is actually at a smaller table, and he's finishing his meal, and someone's reading something to him in Dwarvish. And as you come in, the young lad scurries away, passing through one of the waterfalls. Aside from the very center up to the throne, everything's kind of ankle deep water. And he looks up and goes, "Welcome, champions."
Thank you, most honorable king.
He stands up and kind of walks over, his long beard just dragging along behind him in the water. And he kind of pulls his cloak a little tighter. He's got the obsidian circlet on his forehead with a single ruby, many rings on each finger. Very, very over the top, stereotypical dwarvy bits. If it was also somehow nautical.
Obsessed.
Yeah. And he goes, "Frankly, I'm quite busy running a kingdom, but I can make time for the champions. What can I do for you?"
I hope this isn't too much to ask, king, but we seek an audience with the Kraken.
Why?
You see, I don't want to give away too much information, and some of it you've even forbade me to speak. But long ago, me and my traveling partner here, Nerium, were granted a ship, a boat, one of the greatest vessels ever created from the ocean herself. And in an unfortunate case of tragedy, and rather than let it get in the hands of some mutinous bandits, we destroyed it with our bare hands. The pieces were scattered across the plains, if you know what that is.
I do not. And he goes and sits at his he sits on his chair and kind of gestures, and some chairs are actually brought out for you guys.
So
Like waterbed bean bags.
I
Are there
hope
bigger chairs? She just like
No,
completely encompasses the chair.
this may be difficult to hear, but you see, this pain of existence, this entire thing that you know as your life, is only one of many parallel existences strung along in a sequence. That ship that we came in on allows us to travel between them.
Really?
You might, yes, it's a whole thing.
And this was from the Feywild. I know of these other dimensions. Hell, the Feywild.
Our boat is from the Feywild. The pains themselves, all separate. You might consider it the Astral Sea. Something far grander.
Should we
than
be
the
telling him too much information? Is he gonna try to sick the Kraken on other pains or something?
Frankly, if he does, I don't consider it much our problem.
And your ship. The Fey have managed to navigate this astral current.
Many have. Not just the Fae. Powerful wizards, for example. Plane Shift. I don't know if you've ever heard of that spell. 7th level, quite powerful.
Have.
Many travel with that spell alone. Me and Miriam are incapable of casting it, though we be powerful in our own right. Thus, we need other vessels and other means of transportation.
Stop.
So, we seek audience with the Kraken because we do believe that if any creature has knowledge of our parts of our missing ship, it would be Rulal Rock.
We want to get our parts and head on out?
And once we get that piece, we'll leave. We'll be no longer terrorizing your town.
Maybe fix your rat problem before we go.
Yeah, we'll consider doing that one. That one bugs me.
You do.
I don't know how you might go about fixing our problem, if I'm being honest.
I said might.
We have been working, putting our heads to the matter, and we don't know how to go about it. We don't know where all the fuck there came from, but...
I might consider looking into this algae-like plant that I found on my roof this morning.
Show me.
I pull it up. This thing?
Stormwater. And this very strange, odd, maybe mystic kind of individual walks out, incredibly old, big ass afro, and no beard whatsoever, with kind of blinders over the eyes, like can only look forward, kind of a thing. He walks out real like slow with a bit of a limp. Sire. Shit. Your resonance. We found one. Give it to me.
My buddy Chester found it.
He begins singeing his open palms, and he goes, I will confer with the ghost tides, but I do believe this is what we have been looking for. Might I take this with me, your resonance? And showing that he is starting to look at you favorably, he defers to you guys. Can the Storm Warden take it?
There was two halves.
I mean, what is it? There's another half. It's probably sitting up by the rocks, honestly.
This will do.
What exactly is it?
Things in this world evolve quickly, and we evolve quickly with it, as you can see with the ink bloods.
Little terrifying.
You're getting closer to crabs, I tell ya. I used to know this friend Stonks. He once told me a great tale.
I haven't heard Stonks in a long time, and I've suddenly have a migraine.
I miss him. I think he's a very funny lad.
Hilarious, but when you two are together, I suddenly can't handle my rage.
I remember that one time we put him in the funny treasure test, and when he popped out, you got very scared.
We have been looking for our lands. To the other room. We have been looking for our homes, our oceans, response to this alien furry creature that is a plague upon us. This might be our answer.
You're right, the rats don't exactly fit the scheme of plant creature.
They're full of maggots.
They are full of maggots. I do wonder if it's not some sort of interdimensional traveler.
Ugh.
We have means of knowing when certain creatures enter our realm. We knew that you were coming whence you came.
Well, all the same, we'll look into your rat problem. We'll see if we can solve it, but we are going to... that one's just like if we get to it. We do need that audience through the rock, because we're not leaving here without it.
I'll tell you what. I was going to turn you out on your asses, but... What you say has some merit, and clearly you are more intelligent than I first took you for, even though you are heretics. I present you with two options. One, you may delve down yourself into the heart of the Crucible and attempt to find your way to her. Or leave us. And the warden leaves. I have heard word of a new pirate king. Someone who has claimed that the one we hold is no longer valid. No longer speaks for the Valsir.
Do you want us to,
I do. That would be quite useful. Whoever this new pirate king is, He must be squashed. From what I understand.
Oh, I was talking about the old one.
No, I need him. I need him right where he is. Keeping the pirates at bay.
Haha. Okay.
But this new one is trying to just breeze past all that. They will continue harrying our people.
What's with everyone stealing your title?
I know, it's missing me off.
Do this thing and I will grant you an audience with the Rulerak. Rulerak.
Nova turns to him. Alright, what do you want to do? Do you want to storm a prison or go kill some fucker on the ocean? Personally, I've got a vested interest in maintaining my title as the one true pirate king. But I understand if you just want to go swim about the prison.
Jack pointedly doesn't translate that.
Yes. I look at Jack and point at him when I say it, and I'm like, don't you dare.
Surprisingly, the king has drinks brought in and fruit. Iced fruit.
Is that ink stuff again? Because I'm not dealing with that.
It's not. It is a strong wine.
Nova happily takes a swig.
It's pretty good. It's kingly.
Jessica Vanell rating with a party of 9. Thank you.
Jessica!
Jessica! Hello, friend. Love you so much. Big shout out. Hope you had an amazing stream. Everyone go follow Jessica Vanell. She's amazing. She was one of our players for the summer series.
Absolute sweet bean.
Absolutely. Just the best of us. I hope you're faring well in this time over there in Florida.
Seriously, oh my god.
I hope the tsunami hasn't taken you out yet.
She told me she did all right. The cat was fine too. So.
Good. I'm glad. Welcome
Anyways,
in.
much love.
Thank you so much.
So,
Slime
what do you
rancher.
want to do there, Ian? Storm a prison or go kill some fucker on the ocean?
I mean, I do want to kill some fucker. We can always do both, just...
We can, honestly.
You could try the former, and then if that doesn't pan out, you can do the latter.
Let's go. I want to take out the Pirate King.
Yeah, me too.
Let's go take out the Pirate King first, and then we'll come back, and if we turn up with no corpse, we'll just go in. The Crucible ain't going anywhere, so we may as well go deal with that. Also, I turned to Jack and like, don't translate this one either. I need to check on Renekton. I think we need to probably see what's going on there too.
What
You did say we got a drink.
What you do know is that Renekton is ferociously loyal to the imprisoned Pirate King.
Yes.
So possible ally.
Probable ally. He left on. He likes us. He thought we were cool.
He doesn't want to murder you, and for Renekton, that's friendship.
Yes.
We could tell him that someone's trying to take over his king's role, and he
And we
could
could
get
say,
pissed
hey,
and help us.
Mutual interests here. We also don't like the fucker. I think that's a great angle.
Let's find our boy and then go kill a fucker. How about that?
All right, Jack. You can translate again.
We're gonna
King,
kill a
your
fucker.
resonance. You have a deal. We'll go kill that bloody Pirate King.
Excellent.
I would also like more food.
Yeah, more food.
Provisions can be arranged. Now that I know that there are sensible people with you amongst your Feywild stinking ship.
Sensible.
Question. I don't. If we're gonna sail out to the Pirate King, we're gonna have to make the whole round before we come back.
Aye.
Just making sure that was how that worked. Thank you. What island are we looking for?
All right, I'm going to the map. You guys are in the southeast, that gray, dwarfy-looking structure. You are looking directly west of you, south of the whirlpool. That kind of darker region of islands. That's where the Valcyrn is. Werning is to the north of the whirlpool. Those are the smoothed gargoyles. And Ardalsk is that kind of tan area with the pyramid. That is Ardalsk.
And so we're in the southeastern section.
Yes.
The what way does the whirlpool flow? Counterclockwise?
It flows counterclockwise.
So we're gonna make the whole round.
Yeah.
Aye.
At least you don't get seasick. That was awkward.
That was my puberty was very strange. Hitting puberty at 25 was an awkward transition, I must say.
A final warning, friends. Oed.
Oed?
Oed, the region south of us. Do not tarry. It is a blighted land. One individual lives on it. And he is vile. And he keeps to himself. His name is Oedstein. Incredibly powerful.
Is there a reason why we shouldn't ally?
He does not ally with anyone.
Why?
I don't know. He doesn't allow anyone on his shores. He will swarm you with spiders. He has command of very great sea monsters and many armies of undead. He is a very powerful wizard.
Ah, wizard.
Rotten to his core. But keeps to himself.
So we're gonna make a quick pit stop?
I want to say hi.
You can't just dangle cool people in front of us and tell us not to visit them.
You're gonna be reprising that he's cool theory in a bit. Right after we come back from break. All right, chat. We'll be right back. We're gonna go to break. We have our heading. Here we go.
Here we go.
From the magic.
That's how a penis retracts.
Oh.
It rolls up like a fruit roll-up.
Anything else you want to talk to the Dwarven King of Balthasar before?
How does your penis roll up?
He's like, the beard's in the way. I have no idea.
No, I'm pretty sure that we can get right back into it.
Hail Hydra,
thank you, Balth. Thank you. Your resonance. We're gonna make our way now. We'll see you in how long does it take to make the rounds usually?
Depends on how close you get to the whirlpool.
That makes sense. See you then.
Best of luck to you.
We're gonna get going.
All right. You make it back to the ship. Let me get the cast and crew. There we go.
Hey.
All right. You get back to the ship and you are quickly welcomed. And Iman goes, back to mopping.
Such a hard-working lad.
You are brought before Captain Teufel, and he goes, report. What are we looking at?
For one thing, the part of our boat, in order to get how do we say, audience with Ruler Rock the Kraken, which probably knows the location of our boat piece, we're gonna go kill a pirate king.
I don't know if we can take on an entire armada of pirates.
Do we have like a little schooner he can send us out on?
Turns out he might just be a twat anyway.
He might just be a wanker. He doesn't like, you know.
I mean, I didn't see him at the meeting for the Captain's United Naval Treaty, so clearly he can't be that much of a pirate king.
Exactly. Do you think he's one of those wankers, one of the traders of the West Allied territories?
That would make much more sense.
Would make sense, yeah.
One of those fuckers thinking they're a pirate king.
Wizen still has much to do within this pain. So, fuck it. We ball.
We ball. Fucking
we ball.
All right. Let's head on out then. We're going to... Oh, yeah. By the way, apparently there's some wanker in like a nearby island named Oedstein. Very powerful necromancer type army of undead. Apparently he's smelly as shit.
Shoots spiders at people.
Shoots spiders.
Regular Spider-Man.
Okay.
Just thought I'd warn you. We were given an express warning from the king. Apparently he doesn't like people. So if we come near an island, like, kind of want to just get an understanding of what the fuck's going on. I don't know.
Looking at the map, we've got two options. We can go on the outside around Oid's lands, or the inside. Inside being closer to the whirlpool. Back to the map. From what little I've been able to ascertain about this region, if we were to bank wide, be a bit more dangerous. Those lands, from what I understand, are dead lands. Blighted. Cursed. If we were to take the inside path, it would be faster, but potentially more dangerous to the ship the closer we get to the whirlpool.
The ship is the limited resource here, wouldn't you say?
Let's not risk it.
Both are dangerous, just for different ways.
As far as I can tell, if the ship gets destroyed, we are all stuck here. If I die, you all can at least leave.
You're not dying on my watch. You pay me.
I won't. It's a figure of speech, mate. I can't die. I'm too cool.
You signed my paychecks. You're not dying.
Oh, I thought you were worried about my personal well-being.
Yeah, that's second. It's on the list. It's very high on the list.
What's third on the list?
Your third leg.
So, in that case, I do say we take the outside.
All right. We'll journey wide.
And if Void gives us trouble, yeah, we'll teach him why not to why. We'll give him a smack or two and tell him to stay. Buzz off. You know, classic play.
All right. And you're sure you want to embark upon Oid's land?
I don't know. I want to at least see it.
Aye.
As sure as we can be.
We'll get close enough to get a gander at it. Let's get away from these dwarves. I don't like how they treat the Fae.
Yeah,
It
they're
seems
a little
racist.
It does seem a little racist.
Wouldn't be surprised if the Fae earned the disdain in some way to these dwarves, but we'll see.
I think these dwarves
It could be.
buggers.
It could just be racist, though.
I think they're just buggers. I don't know. They're full of shit.
As
Some
dwarves.
of them really.
All right. We set off. Banking wide. Everyone roll a D100 for me.
Oh no.
I rolled a 99 today on Gil's stream.
Nice.
It was a very unfortunate for Gil.
Back-to-back D&D, that's the dream. What's that?
That's a 75.
75.
At a 60 even.
A dead 60 even, eh?
Well, if I get a 0 on the other one, does that count as 10 or just 0?
You got 60 and then 0?
Yeah,
Yeah,
60.
it's 60.
Yeah. Okay.
No, it's clearly 600.
As you guys are spend the next couple of days traversing the whirlpool out here in Deadlock. There's a knock on the door of your cabin. Yes,
Hello?
you're both very interested in each
Stop!
other. Pay attention.
There's a knock
Just
at the
making
door.
moon eyes at each other. You're both just like,
Maybe she was. I was busy thinking of a witty comeback.
Yeah, sure.
knock on the
Hello?
door.
What's up, you fucker?
The door opens up, and it's Coax, the goblin, who is
Hey, our
the
boy.
cannoneer. And he walks in and goes, "Hello." And he closes the door behind him. So, you find anything explosive for me?
We found something corrosive. Didn't find too much explosive yet.
Interesting. Could make useful ammunition. What do we got?
We had to give it away, sadly, my friend.
There's a second half chilling on some stones somewhere. We'll get it back for you.
What was it? What was it?
It was a type of algae, sentient plant life.
Very viscous, veiny, and slightly terrifying.
Gross.
Floxen, you can go ahead and put the picture on the Discord. The one of the red veins.
Maybe you could chop it up and use it as shrapnel.
Perhaps.
And then it just shotgun style hits something, just corrodes it.
Yes. Could be a very useful. You know what? I bet Task would have more use for it, something of that nature.
Possibly.
But as far as explosives go, not really, my friend.
Oh, okay. Well, keep an eye out. I'll pay handsomely.
And he heads off. Is there anyone else you guys would like to talk to?
I forgot we were supposed to look for explosives, Nova.
Me too. I completely forgot.
You look down, Nova, and the little crab, the little hermit crab palm tree creature has put down roots on top of the ship mast figurehead, and is just kind of.
Does that hurt, hon? You good?
I don't have she doesn't respond.
I'm guessing that's okay. Oh God, is it in her brain?
Hey! You there?
You gotta train your pet.
Off the head. Hands
You don't
only.
see Chester going into people's brains.
Do you want to become a corpse mate?
Roll persuasion.
I take out my greatsword. I take out my greatsword.
You are not gonna risk hitting our girl.
I turn it into a crossbow.
Better, I guess.
I bring it right up to the thing's head.
Grabs it.
I'll give you pieces of shrimp. I have some shrimp jerky. just feeds it little pieces. I stole your pet.
I'm not good with pets. I turn it back into a greatsword.
I'm the closest thing to a pet you have.
It's her 2 starter Pokemon.
Alright, I'll keep giving you jerky, but you have to behave. Go hang out with your dad.
It's just Nova Wake with a little palm frond
On his
in
hat.
the breeze. It's his hair.
Oh my god.
But if it was just a little bit of it.
This is perfect. Well, now I have to draw Nova Wake with a little palm crab on his head.
It's a little hermit crab, but it's got a miniature palm tree. All right. Suddenly, the ship. Deck save the both of you. As the ship is suddenly pulled underwater.
Oh my god.
And then the undercurrents, which go backwards, begin rolling the ship.
That's a 14.
14. You fall on your ass and are prone.
I got a fucking 20.
Okay, you're good. You managed to casually step up to the side of the wall and are standing sideways in appearance.
Just what the fuck was
Whereas
that?
Nova takes 5 damage.
Ah, fuck!
Better on your feet, hun. How did you win that dance competition 3 panes back? You're awful on your feet.
I am an excellent dancer, thank you very much.
Yeah, you won, but I'm not seeing the fancy feet right now.
I'm going to... well, you're going to see something that's far more fancy. I'm going to use my 4th level spell slot, and I'm going to cast Redirect Water. I will control water.
Okay, you have to be able to see said water. You are
No, I do
inside
not.
the ship. What?
What?
Until the spell ends, you control any freestanding water inside an area you choose that is a cube up to 100 feet on a side. You can choose any of the following effects. You cause flowing water in the area to move in the direction you choose, even if the water has to flow over obstacles. There's nothing that says I have to see it.
Okay.
Cunt.
Okay. I see you.
Yeah.
I'm Offbeat. I read rules.
Fucking nerd.
Noah's gonna stab.
I bet you
his
play
sword.
Magic the Gathering.
He's gonna clasp his hands in prayer, and then he's just gonna start moving at water bending style as the water is just gonna stop flowing in the backwards direction and
Sees
push
3
the boat.
episodes of Avatar.
And starts pushing the water back and just gonna slowly just start pushing the water, redirecting it back up to the top of the surface.
It doesn't work. Something is contesting it. Now the ship is merely holding its place underwater. It's not going backwards, it's not rolling, it's not going any deeper, but it is still submerged. I'm gonna roll to see which of the crewmates we just lost.
I swear to God, I know where you live.
Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Perfect.
I will hurt you.
Well, I don't know who it's gonna be. Hate the dice.
I'm still gonna hurt you. If I lose Iman, I swear to God. If we lose our old crockety old man, I swear to God. Who is it?
You don't know yet.
I'm gonna kill you. I don't like that face you made. I know where you live. I will fly there today and kill you.
So what does the party do? You hear people yelling and screaming and stuff.
When redirect flow doesn't work, I'm going to maintain concentration and I'm going to change it to part water. And
It's not that it doesn't work. It's that it's contested. So you're no longer you're under control, but you're still underwater.
Well, am I pushing it up?
No, there's something that has wrapped around the ship.
Oh.
Oh, that was not confirmed.
That's
You
fair.
don't know now, you know.
It's safe to say that you guys heard the creaking of something wrapping around and pulling it tight, and then suddenly.
I don't think that was Jerry.
was not told that.
Sploosh.
Okay. Well, I might have done something different then.
Well,
I thought it
Miriam's
was
gonna
just
get
water.
out of there and try to see what's going on.
Yeah,
Cool.
I'm gonna
So
we're gonna
whip
run
open.
out.
You whip
Yeah.
open your you whip open the door of your cabin, and you are immediately met with water that is now held still, with that has broken through the ship and has come on board, just seeping through. And now because of your hold water, your control water, the ship is not taking on water anymore from this area at least.
Mm-hmm.
I think we need to keep moving, Nova.
Probably.
Closes the door behind them when they get out so that more water doesn't go in.
So do I see this creature yet?
You don't. So
We don't got
you
windows.
you guys are basically within the submarine-esque part of the ship. If you want to see
going
something like that, you
top.
got to go above deck.
Let's
we're going- I'm
quickly
going to
go.
find the
We're gonna go up
captain.
above deck.
Okay, you guys begin scrambling forward. And you make your way up into that kind of banquet hall area where you can see the various bay windows, and you see long, scaly, mucusy tentacles all along the windows, and one massive eye staring into the window, almost goat-like pupil. Captain Teufel steps out and goes, "Report!"
Big fuck off monster, mate.
Not you.
Specify.
He looks to first mate Croylux and goes, "Release the guard drakes." And the centaur-shaped dragonborn Dracolisk thing that is the first mate goes, and you see the eyes shake through the window as all of the guard drakes are unleashed outside and begin tearing along the arms of the thing.
I'm going to change from redirect water, and I'm going to create a 50-foot tall whirlpool beside it now. and I'm going to attempt to just like suck it off.
Suck it off.
Okay, read me the
maybe.
specifics on that.
Actually, maybe.
50 foot. We're in
Phrasing.
the ocean, so this part doesn't matter. You cause a whirlpool to form in the center of the area. The whirlpool forms a vortex 5 feet wide at the base, 50 feet wide at the top, and 25 feet tall. Any creature or object in the water and within 25 feet of the vortex is pulled 10 feet toward it. A creature can swim away from the vortex by making a strength save against your spell save DC. A strength check, athletics against my spell save DC. That's swim away from it, but it is pulled towards it.
Okay. It is successful. You managed to pull off a lot of whatever this creature is. It seems to be almost plant-based itself as well. Now that you're kind of getting a picture of it, because it's pulled away from the ship, and the ship again begins lurching in the whirlpool and moving about. Tables are going flying. Funnily enough, Jack the bartender is just even keeled, pouring a drink and catching bottles as they fall.
Checking off who's still alive. Dickhead.
And you can see the creature through the bay window. It almost looks like a giant squid. If it wasn't, it's probably not big enough to be Ruler Rock, who is also ensconced within the mountain of Scared.
Jerry?
This reminds me of Jerry's cousin.
It's
Larry.
It's almost amorphous. It's almost blob-like, and mucusy.
Viscous.
Kind of jellyfishy. If it was also spidery. Yeah, it's a nasty looking bugger. And it gets swirled about in the whirlpool, and when it comes back around, you see it reach out with one of its limbs and smash the window. And the window holds.
Hey.
What do you guys do?
It's now like stuck in the whirlpool,
And
right?
so is the ship.
Okay.
Can we shoot it?
Wait.
The Captain Teufel looks back to the Phalanx navigator, and goes, "Get us on surface." And you hear back, "I'm trying."
I am now going to once again use redirect water and change it from my whirlpool, and I'm going to redirect its flow to the bottom of the ocean.
Okay, but you're still caught in the whirlpool as well. Are you pointedly? I assume you're pointedly not including the ship for this.
Yeah, I'm not including the ship. Just
Okay,
like I'm gonna...
it's gonna fight that. Try to swim against what you're doing here. What I have to make?
Athletics check. I would. Well, there's no real check for the flow for me redirecting the flow, but like if you want to make one, you could say.
What's your spell
an
save
athletics
DC?
check.
We'll use that.
DC 16.
16.
Yes.
It succeeds
Mm-hmm.
with a 28.
Oof.
It is now able to swim, I guess, in the direction, but
So it begins being
flowing.
pulled down, and it separates
Mhm.
and recoagulates above the area that you are pulling it down. And it's gonna swing on the ship
Let's
again.
try to move the ship back up, Nova.
The
while
ship
it's
holds
not
once.
attached.
The ship holds once more.
All right. All right. In that case, I'm going to redirect flow again, and I'm going to push us back above surface and
Okay.
not include it.
Everyone's ears pop as the depressurization, as the Void Scourge, sorry, the Phalanx Dreadnought warps and
Oh no,
bends.
we got the bends, y'all.
warps and bends, trying to keep up with the pressure change, and then you're on the surface.
Mm-hmm. And then, while I'm still concentrating on this, just underneath us, I'm going to make it control water, that there's just a perpetual downflow, like underneath the surface of our ship.
Okay. Okay.
So that if this thing tries to get up, it's gonna have to fight against it at the very least.
Okay. There's a tense moment as it does not reappear. Get me coax, he says to Nerium.
Okay.
Get me the powder monkey. The cannoneer, now.
I'm on my way. Where the fuck is he?
I have no idea.
You
Well,
you
the
guys would
cannons?
know where the firing bay is.
All right, she runs off to him.
Okay, you find
bang on the door.
you find a fleet of goblins wiping sleep from their eyes and battening down all the cannons and basically be very busy moving things about and trying to do repairs.
Get ready to shoot shit. There's something squishy outside and it needs to blow up.
Yes!
Where's Coax? Hell yeah.
I
Where's
thought
your
I
boss?
was worried that it would just be a boring old storm.
Nope, it's something fun to shoot at. Make sure it doesn't get us. Where's your boss?
Coax! Coax! Yeah. I
swear
like spider monkeys down one of the hatches and is just dangling with his arm hanging off the side and goes, What are we doing?
Come with me. Let's go.
Jumps down and starts scrabbling after you. Nova, what do you do in the meantime?
I'm going to just continue to try. I'm gonna change my control water from a redirect flow to a whirlpool to try and catch it in the whirlpool. So if it comes up,
okay,
so we can get in like a nice isolated spot when we try to shoot at it.
Okay. The ship begins quickly taking off in one direction, using the whirlpools, the big whirlpool's pull to quickly start making some distance, angling itself correctly, and you watch as Near Embry appears, and Captain Teufel says to Coax, "Is the mortar repaired?" Yes, Captain, it is, please. Get out there. Wait! There's no atmosphere. What do we do?
What do you mean there's no atmosphere? Is that a problem?
There's no oxygen. He has to get up into the mortar.
Your breath.
Looks at Coax. Coax goes, I got it. I can do this.
Is there... What can we
If you
do?
suffocate, I swear I will defecate on your body. Okay. And you watch as he goes back down, and you hear the and everyone needs a con save as the oxygen is ripped from the ship.
We are prepared for it. We can hold our breath for a number of minutes equal to 1 plus our Constitution modifier.
Sure.
That's in D&D, baby. Con save though is a 25.
Okay.
Oh, plus 10? 26.
Okay. You watch the unperturbed Jack continue on fixing everything and making everything pretty. He starts polishing his deck. He doesn't need to breathe. And you can't see behind the ship from where you're at, but you hear the Phalanx spirit Spriggan. She says, "It's trapped in the whirlpool behind us. We have a deadlock. We have our aim." And you hear Coax come on the quote unquote overheads going, "Permission to fire!" And Phalanx looks at the captain and goes, "Burn it." and the Phalanx goes, "Permission granted." And you hear this massive thing go kaboom as a huge shot, and the ship dips into the water slightly, and you hear this huge ass explosion. Let's see if we That's a miss. Reloading. Jammed.
Why?
God damn it. I'm gonna quickly cast Mending on it. See if that helps.
Okay, so you would have to go out there.
Yeah, I'm gonna go out there.
Hold your breath.
You go out onto the open decks, holding your breath, closing the door behind you. You look around, and you can see a small ladder leading up to the top of the ship above the captain's quarters. And you can see the giant mortar tech, and you can see that the shell is halfway out and kind of jarring all of this.
Okay, I can do this. I'm just going to go up to the shell, and I'm just gonna I'm just gonna fucking rip out the shell because I'm also
Make a strength
big,
check.
strong boy.
You are a big strong boy.
Can I make an athletics check?
Yep.
That is a 28.
28. You can see from within, Coax is watching you from inside the little bit of mechanism that he's able to breathe inside. And he's just looking at you like, you mad motherfucker. And what was the check? 25?
28.
28. You pull it out, but the thing quickly from where you're standing, and your foot gets snagged into it. Make a dex save real quick. It's a very high dex save, unfortunately.
I'm not making this one, buddy. That's called a cheeky 7.
Oh no. You're the thing rotates kind of like a giant 6-piece shooter, kind of like, you know what I'm talking about, and you find your leg just mashed into the mechanisms, and you hear fire, and Coax looks at you, looks at the thing.
I use action search.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast Thunder Step, and I'm going to teleport back to the door.
Okay, you and then Coax fires. Boom, boom.
It's like,
and you're able to watch this writhing mucus, which is mostly just whirlpool shaped at this point. A couple of long tentacles trying to pull itself out, and as the shot misses again,
The dice don't like us today.
and it escapes. And you watch as it reforms, allowing itself to be sucked down by the whirlpool to be reformed under it, and you can see the pale yellow
not on
shape
my fucking watch.
slowly making its way to the
Not on
ship.
my watch.
It's coming.
Control water. I part water. I suspend it as I.
And you watch as the creature, you get a really full glimpse of it this time. You can see all of the red veins within it.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Can I see out the window? Do I see what's going on?
It's behind the ship. You would have to go outside or run to the back of the ship to see from back there. You want to run to the back of the ship?
Nerium probably would have went near the door just in case fucking Nova needed her.
You can see him doing stuff out there. Is there vocation to control water?
Nope.
Damn.
Well, there was one. I already cast it, so now I can just do this.
Oh, okay. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
You need to breathe to be able to cast vocational spells.
Yes.
Without breathing.
Saturday does just hit different blocks, and so yeah, you see all of the you part the waters and you catch a view of it, but it just simply falls into the water and continues pursuing you. So you feel the ship lurch. Nova especially needs a dex save. Nerium as well. The rest of the ship does.
16.
16.
Dex save?
You are as the creature catches onto the bottom of the ship and it lurches, you go in the drink. Nerium sees this.
All right.
Go into the what?
I go in the water.
He's in the water.
She jumps out.
It's okay. I'm good.
You're gone. Sure? You don't know that, Nerium.
Yeah, like you said, you're good. I just saw you fly off.
You see him, so it lurches. He smacks his head against the window you're looking through and goes right in the drink.
Yeah,
just a little bloody smear right in front of you of your friend.
Yeah, no, she would have ran out.
You open up. You hold your breath, open up, and you see the white foam of Splash where he just was.
Dive. Like this shit again.
You two are in the water.
Do I see her?
You see her now.
Okay.
The two of you are in the water.
I just go like. I grab her arm.
No. Hang on, it's my turn, buddy.
I'm gonna. You already had your turn. It grabbed onto the ship. It's my turn again.
You're right. My apologies. Go on.
I'm gonna swim towards an area. I'm gonna grab her. I'm gonna
grabbing you.
I'm gonna grab whack you on the forehead, and I'm gonna cast Thunderstep. I'm gonna cast Thunderstep again, and I'm gonna teleport back onto the ship.
The both of you?
Yes.
Okay.
Headbutt.
Bang, bang. You're back. Is that vocational?
Ah, that is.
You're in the
Sad.
drink.
You could say it underwater, just
No.
just would come out weird.
Nope.
Wait, I have oxygen in my lungs still. If I give up a minute
Same
of breath,
rules. Oh, you're right.
if I give up a minute of breath, could I do it?
Oh, let me look up the mechanics real quick.
Because silence, you can't make sound at all. If I have breath in my lungs, I can still make the sound.
Yeah, but you can't cast vocational magic within silence.
Exactly, but within silence, that's different. It shuts out sound completely. I can still make the sound as long
It's
as
just
I have
bubbly
air.
and underwater.
I'm gonna say you can't. I'm adding this level of difficulty
Okay.
for you to circumvent.
In that case, looking at my spells,
She's just grabbing him and swimming to the boat.
I'm gonna use the control water again, and I'm gonna use flood. And I'm gonna raise it by 20 feet. The water, allowing us to potentially swim back.
Okay. You blob hurl yourself. Both of you make athletics checks to grab onto the ship.
24. You have advantage. You're always raging.
That second one's much better. It was a 2 originally. Even with the plus 11, I'm like, eek. Yeah, 18 plus 11.
Okay, the two of you manage to hurl yourselves onto the ship and grab onto some various mechanism or outcropping, and you find yourselves holding onto the side of the ship. You look down, and the massive eye, which you now see is just this roiling red mass. You can see the something additional, that goat-shaped pupil is almost void-like. And you can see the globular scales outside of the red veiny. This is a very strange creature. Like it almost defies imagination. But nothing defies imagination. Sorry. It tries to reach up and smash the two of you with one big blobby bit, one gooey tentacle. That is a 18 to hit.
Yeah, it got me.
It got you?
That's me.
It gets you? Damn.
I can't cast any damn spells. I don't have a kit.
Well,
If I ever DM for you, I'm just gonna be like, by the way, half your character sheet, eat it.
first of all, you've been vexing me for 2.5 years. Suck my nuts.
Oh, we're playing the game! We're playing the game! My apologies!
If you're gonna punish me for challenging you, finding new
Suck
ways to challenge you, I don't want to hear it.
Oh, okay.
15. That is. I need to crack open the little calculator here.
Ooh, while you're doing that, I'll grab my food.
There you go. 52 acid damage.
52?
52 acid damage. You are now covered in these strange red veins.
I'm
Your
gonna
movement
cast.
speed is moved because of the mucusy bits.
I'm gonna use absorb elements.
Oh, okay. I like that.
52 is.
I assume not vocational.
Not vocational. No.
Nice.
That is halved.
We're gonna take this moment to shout out SmolBirdLex. She is amazing. She is an amazing human. Go follow her on all the various social media links. She does amazing art. She does amazing TikToks. She does amazing cosplays and her D&D characters. All of it, chef's kiss. And you should definitely go follow her. Okay.
Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna use absorb elements. I'm gonna take the full damage.
52 acid damage, and your movement speed is halved due to the mucus-like nature, and you're also covered in these red veins.
If the tentacle was to retract, would that provoke an opportunity attack?
It just kind of breaks apart upon impact.
Okay. In that case, I will probably have to absorb elements then.
Okay. You absorb elements. Nerium, you take half, I assume, even though it's acid damage.
Nerium is an ancient Path of the Ancients barbarian, so
takes
you
the
would
full
take
52.
full.
52 acid damage.
Mm-hmm.
I took half when I was raging.
That would be
only
for piercing, bludgeoning, and slashing. This is not.
Okay.
Yeah,
Got you. I accept my sad fate. 52, you said?
52. The music
I'm
changed on
dead.
me, but I'm not mad about it. Are you actually?
I
I was like, there's no shot. The tankiest thing I've ever had in any of my games.
The fuck do you mean you're dead?
I was like, well, my immediate thing was like, oh, did I like really hurt them earlier? No, what the fuck? I see. It was a ruse to inspire comedic relief of you taking 52 acid damage.
Oh, sad. When?
You now hear the thing, and it gives off this warbly.
Oh, we hear it. We hear it.
Oh no, you don't. Sorry, there's no atmosphere.
Oh, we hear it.
Sorry.
Then shut your mouth, huh? It doesn't do shit.
I love it when Offbeat gets
Shut
mad
up, Offbeat.
because it means I thought up of a fun new mechanic that's vexing him.
Taking away half my character sheet's not fun. It's boring.
It's not fun for you. It's a challenge. A challenge for you to overcome. Let's see how you do.
Let's get this overcome.
Fine.
Whatever.
Y'all's turn. I guess we roll for. No, we don't have to roll for initiative.
Verbal.
Miriam, what do you do?
How much of him is still on the ship?
He's mostly under the. It's mostly under the ship. You can see all the globular bits are like you're in this massive puddle of mucus. It broke apart on impact.
I can see our fucking Coax.
Coax?
Yeah, Coax.
He's within the mortar shot.
Yeah, but he can like see us.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna look at him and just like try to tell him that this is the shit that is like corrosive. trying to like mime him like. And then proceed to grab fucking Nova by the neck and try to get back inside.
Okay, what's your movement speed?
Mine, now that it's halved, I think it was 40.
So 20?
20.
You get to the front of the ship. You get to the door, but you don't get in. Nova.
Okay. Are there globules that I can attack?
Yes, you can attack all of the globule bits.
Actually, as an action, I'm gonna cast Anti-Life Shell.
Ooh, okay.
As I cast it, a shimmering bear extends from your 10-foot radius, remaining centered on you and hedging out creatures other than undead and constructs. So if this thing is alive, it is no longer allowed to be in my space.
Okay, all right. It
cannot
begins
enter my
recoiling
space.
from you, including all the veins and bits that are on top of you. And it starts just
Wait,
leaching
shit, I
away.
can't! It's fucking purple! I hate this! Can't do nothing. I'm gonna fucking... Is there something I can attack at least?
Yeah, you
Okay.
can swing on its whole creature is amorphic, but that doesn't mean you can't swing on it.
I'm going to swing at it.
Amorphous.
I'm going to use Booming Blade. I'm going to declare the -5 on the roll.
Okay.
Plus 10 on the damage for a Great Weapon Master.
I
That is
assume
a-
Blooming Blade is not vocational.
It is not. This one I checked. That is a 24 to hit.
24 hits. Roll your damage.
I'm going to apply a. Fourth level Divine Smite, a third level Hexblade, Eldritch Smite. Yeah.
Okay.
That's gonna be 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and
you're dragging him away. He's just like
4.
He's just like,
like a child. He's got his feet out like this. He's smacking down the middle.
just slapping everything on the way to the door, just like motherfucker.
How big is this creature?
Gargantuan.
How big are the globules?
It's a part of him.
Would the globules be possibly knocked prone if they are huge or smaller?
It's
like
one,
it's no
one
longer
entity.
It seems like it's no longer a part of it. You know, is there connective tissue or is it like a whole thing?
It's a whole thing.
Dang, thin sinew. All right, re-rolling. Re-rolling. Is almost there. It's going to take that 70. It's going to take 93 damage.
93 damage. It recoils and begins fleeing.
Miriam sees this and just stops, like,
I need all y'all to communicate. All right, it begins it recoils and withdraws from reach, and even releases the ship. And the door opens, and Iman reaches out and grabs the both of you and pulls you in.
thank fuck, I was gonna kill you.
Shuts the door, and suddenly you can breathe again. The air is pretty thin, but it is breathable.
That was annoying. Ugh.
And the Captain Toilet goes, "Everyone, hang on!"
Cracks Nova's head.
And you watch as the ship, so it begins receding underwater, and the ship barrels in a 180 upside down, and Coax goes, and boom, and the shell. Well, let's see. Come on.
Coax, you better fucking hit.
He got it. He gets it. You watch the shell, and it slowly loses momentum because it's underwater, and then it hits the thing, and you watch this detonation. The vacuum of space opens up from the blast underwater, this pocket, and you can see all the bits being fried away, and then it claps back together and scatters the thing apart, and it does not reform. The thing the ship rights itself back up and quickly begins moving away.
Did you see it collapse through the window of the door?
You hear him screeching in excitement.
All right. I'm in, my boy. Oh, Jesus, what?
You guys take another 14. Hang on. All the veiny bits are still on you.
Ew.
Math, Jeff, math.
That is dumb.
34 acid damage.
Oof.
From the veiny bits that are upon you.
Now I'm dead.
Like prestidigitate it.
Probably not. But let's see.
Does it get cleaned?
It gets cleaned, but it doesn't fix the problem. Task appears and blasts with wind all of it off of you guys. And it splatters against the wall.
Did you ask before you just blow a girl?
He walks over and goes, It's eating through the ship.
Yeah. So I was trying to prestidigitate it. Does it work?
The crew quickly begins chiseling off bits of it and trying and Task takes a sample. And that's the end of that.
Terrifying.
Calm returns to the ship.
That was bloody stupid. Those things are what the? Why is the wildlife here made of plants?
Gotta be some kind of weird.
Every pain, Task says, as he looks at this jar of the goopy bits and the red veins of plant kind of roiling around inside of it, kind of mindlessly. Everything here has evolved in a strange way. I'll have to do tests on this, see if I can find some kind of use. It's particularly unique. If I had to guess, well, hang on. Let me make a medicine check. Oh, 20. If I had to guess, I'd say this was not evolution. I'd say that someone made this.
Rat King.
She's
She's very set on this Rat King thing.
I think this thing opposes the rats, Nerium.
You messed up. You tried to make something, you screwed up.
Alright, well, we'll settle on the rat. $5 says it's not a Rat King.
5 coins says it is.
Alright, deal.
Hey, Feff, make it a Rat King. You sure as hell know it's not.
So, you don't suppose that this Oidstein individual might know something about this necromancer type?
Apparently he shoots spiders, and that thing looked like a weird spider to me.
Like a blobby one.
A spider and a kraken had a weird gelatinous baby.
I'm going to tend to the wounded. He limps away. In the coming hours, it becomes clear that Mary, the plasmoid cook, is no more. You do find a recipe of her them trying to figure out fish.
It's okay.
I'm crying, fuck you!
And in that vein, you also discover that the provisions that were given to you by the dwarves are not edible to your people.
What did we eat at the king's place if we can't eat this shit?
It's pointed. Dwarves are fuckers.
Well, maybe. Make an insight check.
Tricked us, didn't he? He sent that thing after us.
That's a 16 on the insight check.
The different nations within this realm are so isolated from each other that they are not able to eat each other's flora. And that goes for the rest of y'all. You can't. It turns out your bodies kind of reject most of the food in this pain. And without a cook, you guys are actually in a bit of a bind.
Well, Hail Mary time. Ma! Divine
She
interaction.
starts like adjusting her armor and stuff. She's like, "Oh God, I gotta look good for mom."
A lot of the other crewmates start looking at you when you do this.
One hope.
Captain Teufel kind of quietly comes out to watch. This is the first time the crew has seen you guys call upon Ma, aka Raiden.
Hey, mom.
my guy.
No.
What?
No shot.
What's the highest number I can roll?
On a
10?
D100? 100.
No.
10.
For this to work.
It's divine
10.
intervention?
Yes.
I think it's 10.
Guess what I fucking rolled, baby?
A 10! You got the fucking 10!
Guess what I fucking got, baby?
No.
Guess what I fucking
shot.
got?
Damn.
Mama coming in clutch! Mama! Hell yeah!
Mama!
That was supposed to be an important plot point.
Oh.
No, you're good. I gotta figure out what Ma does.
I call out to Mom and I go, Mom! Bring us back our chef!
Oh,
Or what?
our
Our
chef.
chef, Mary. Mary's our chef.
Yeah. There's a moment of silence. And then a lookout. Or sorry, there is no lookout because of the nature of the ship. The Phalanx navigator. They go, what? Someone's in the water. Someone overboard. And Croylix goes, man overboard! And there's quickly, the ship is quickly turned around, and boiling water had occurred in this kind of little spot. And then this tiny little blob, all that remains of Mary, is brought to the surface. And you watch as Iman dives into the water with a bag. Comes back with an oilskin bag made of sealskin. You can kind of climb it up and out. And a small in the puddle, a little face appears. It goes,
Miriam goes to hug Mary.
I'm okay. Oh, and she, ow.
Oh, not the funny bone.
Not
No.
the funny bone.
No, everyone F in the chat for Feff. I'm so sorry.
Don't cuss
Breathe.
when in pain. No need to cuss
Breathe.
if you're in pain. Okay, we're
Because
good.
when you're in pain, it makes it better.
Psychologically proven to make you feel better.
Yeah.
Don't need it.
Uh-huh.
Bask in it. Bask in the pain.
Bask in it.
Go see a therapist.
I decide when I cuss.
She just squeezes and squishes all the goop around.
Reforms around, and then you feel little arms form and wrap around you and trying to squeeze you tight.
Hey, little chef.
I'm okay. I'm okay.
Did you say hi to my mom? That's who brought you
Really
back.
nice.
That's who brought you back, matey.
Can you teach me a prayer later
Yes.
or something? I don't know.
My prayers are a little different, but I'll teach you something.
I was a part of the astral current.
Oh. What's that
What'd
like?
you see?
I didn't have a sense of self. It was nice. It wasn't bad, rather. I don't think I was able to discern if it was bad.
You turned into the astral current, like how a wave is still the ocean.
Okay, okay, bye. And everyone's looking at them, and they get nervous and they kind of get smaller, and they're like, okay, I'm gonna go back to work. And Captain Doyle goes, nonsense.
You go rest.
You go, yeah, nonsense. First check him with the task, and then take some time. We'll have Iman cook. And Iman goes, what?
Sure, you know the basics. You're pretty sure you won't kill us. Good luck.
No, Nova.
Miriam's gonna go and hug Nova.
You gotta help me. You gotta
do you
help me.
mean?
I don't know how to cook. And he takes your arm and starts pulling you off to the kitchen.
I eat raw fish, mate.
Before Ivan tugs him away, she goes and hugs Nova.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No, we're going to be thanking Mom properly tonight, actually.
Okay.
I don't get to do that again for 7 days.
Hopefully we won't need her. Hopefully I don't die.
I got raised dead.
Oh no, I don't like when Fef's happy.
Task clears Mary. Which raises a whole lot of questions of what that even looks like, being a plasmoid. But Task knows. It's Task's job. I want a quesadilla. Anyway, sorry.
My second one. You didn't see the first one?
No, I've been pointedly not watching you eat because I'll get hungry. But it snuck up on me that there's a knock on the door. You guys are back in your rooms. Mary is being taught the ways of a Hraden and giving their thanks. She goes by she, they, by the way. And there's a knock on the door, and the door opens, and Croylix kind of leans his head under the threshold and looks in and goes, We've spotted Owed. Sun's almost down.
Should we wait to say hello? Make a quick visit.
Oh, thank you, Taff.
I could have. Would you say I have gotten
I'll give you a long rest.
a long rest? Okay, bless up.
Bless up.
I have received.
Not that you could use most of your spells anyway.
At the very least, can smite and have action surge back. Well,
Before you make any decisions, you might want to see it first.
let's go take a look.
It's haunting, to say the least.
I've seen death twice. Let's see how scary this is.
Owed, the land of Owed. Oh gosh, that's not the music I thought was gonna play. Loop, damn you. Okay. Owed is a soft purplish color. The land. Spiky grass growing. This faint violet shade. You can see a singular wizard tower from this side of the large island. Bone white. Very high Gothic. Covered in cobwebs. You see small shapes skittering around. And at the top of the tower, a single green light through a window. Strange fog pouring out of the tower, seeping into the waters and dissipating. Every now and then, what you first took to be hills a single step, a massive spider with this soft purplish pink plant growing out of it makes a single step forward.
Why do you hate me? On second thought, I think I'd rather die.
Yeah, this place sucks.
We could send a scout.
Who do you want to risk with the massive spiders?
I could send a guard drink. Could send one of mine.
I could always
Defensively
send my
pets Chester.
Chester
send my
excitedly eagerly looks like, yeah, send me in, coach. Put me in, coach.
You're
can
not
send
going
my
till you can breathe
familiar.
fire consistently.
My familiar is 100% reasonable. It's not a life.
That's the captain.
Captain, guard Drake or a familiar?
Captain, who has been watching through a spyglass, closes it and goes, how far can your familiar go? We're roughly a mile offshore.
It can go as far as I want it to. I can only see through it for 100 feet, though.
You can always report back the rest that you can't see.
Can he?
I mean, it's got the stats of an owl, so it's got the intelligence of an owl, and I suppose it's well trained, so I can have it. More
Sign
or
language.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Less. Yeah.
Send the owl. See what you can do. All
But
right, yes. That is better than risking one of our own.
Nova basically just like dunks his hand and like it looks like his hand just appears into air, but there's actually it's like a plop. And he just fishes his hand around and he pulls out like a flying fish. And then he, alright, you're gonna go and scout the area. Tell me what you see, alright? You got that?
Glub.
I don't know why I taught you that with don't know why I taught you that with an English accent. Throw him.
Glob.
Splash.
Except it flies because it's a flying fish.
Oh,
Literally a flying fish.
It's just flavored like a fish, but it's got the stats of an owl.
sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sun goes down. What are you guys doing in the interim?
I am going to start. I'm going to start casting a spell.
Okay.
But now I'm gonna have to ask you something because this is a GM thing as well. So I'm thinking of casting Hallow on our boat, and I want to grant an additional effect because I can grant 2 effects.
It is a living ship made of tree.
So I'm gonna Hallow it in the area. And I'm going to creatures can't charm, frighten, or possess creatures within it.
That would have been useful episode 1.
Celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead can't enter the area, though if they're already in the area, we can allow them. And I think also there is an allowance. I would imagine that as this is under the jurisdiction of a Hraden, we can make some caveats.
The ship belongs to a tree that is grown out of the Feywild. The the Phalanx Navigator is itself a celestial.
Well, then he just can't leave. As
Okay.
long as he's in there, he can't leave. then he won't be able to enter. But we can always dispel it again. It's just
Okay.
I'd have to recast it. This is gonna take time though to cast. It's gonna take 24 hours to cast.
Okay.
Sorry.
You begin
But
sitting down to cast.
The extra effect I want to ask you for, can I create an atmosphere on the boat? For this additional, I can create 2 effects. The ones that I listed. Or I can do one of the effects that are already listed instead.
I like that.
Yeah.
So that you can be on outside of the ship.
We can be outside of the ship and have atmosphere, not just stuck on the underside.
That sounds awesome. I am okay with that.
Yay.
So
Thanks,
Nova's gonna be underneath the boat, and he's just gonna be drawing out. He's gonna take out some of his materials and just gonna start marking this ritual circle. And he's like, "Alright,
Chewing seaweed, spitting it out, and just.
I've got to do an hour-long prayer. A day-long prayer. No one disturb me." He's just gonna sit there in meditative silence.
Last time he did this, he just wanted to get that bartender's phone number.
Before you can finish that, your familiar comes back.
As long as I'm maintaining concentration, I can still cast it.
Okay.
What did you find, my familiar? Write it down. Good talk.
As it's writing.
It attempts to make an insight check because it does not technically have a means of communicating with you.
18.
18. That tower is empty.
Oh.
Empty of the wizard.
Yeah. The residence we assumed was there.
Oh, most interesting, my friend.
Glub.
Wonder if he tried to summon something. And it went awry. And now he's dead. And now we got weird gelatinous things going around.
There's another spell I could potentially cast in an attempt to find the wizard. But it would take a little bit. First, want to finish up this hallow.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't have to go on there.
We may have to, Nerium, if the wizard isn't there.
All right, let's make it quick. I don't want cobwebs in my hair.
So it's been 24 hours.
Sure. But
Yeah.
that would take you away from the island by that point.
Let's go dock by the island then.
Okay.
Just very, like, as slowly as possible dock by the island.
Okay.
This is gonna be time to finish this
You
up.
drop anchor close to the island. Now that you're close to it, what you originally perceived as cobwebs is the red veiny material.
Oh no. So we're
Also,
not-
because it's nighttime, it's dumb cold. Like, dumb cold.
like cold.
Yeah, that's fair. Hyman, being a Goliath, is uninhibited by the cold and completely shirtless is just out there.
The cold never bothered me anyway.
Shut up.
No. Let it go. No, you stop.
please not.
I know where you live too. Can I mute him from here? I know where both of you live when you piss me off.
Elemental 15 and undead can't enter. Okay. As we're docked out there, and do I have time to finally finish up the hallow as we're looking at this place?
Yeah, if you're not going anywhere.
Yeah. All right. It is done. And then this washing, this thin mist slowly covers everything from the area.
Jack
And
approaches you. Sorry, continue. I wanted you to finish
Yeah.
your thing first.
Yeah, covers the area. The emblems that he spent all this time writing glow and surround the ship in a constantly rotating manner. Okay, we can breathe on the ship now.
You go outside to breathe and you're like, oh, it's cold.
Holy shit!
Nips piercing right through the armor.
Jack approaches and goes, I would advise against going onto this island. Judging by what the king has told us, this individual, Owen Stein, has remained unaggressive to others. This could provoke a large-scale problem to the pain as a whole if you were to break this balance. Might not.
I'm pretty sure.
Stein is no longer on the island.
I'm pretty sure he
says
evolved
your
into a
familiar.
spider thing.
But high-level wizards have many a trick up their sleeve.
He's a spider, and he's gonna eat us.
I've got one more trick up my sleeve, just to potentially check.
You have too many things up your sleeve.
I've got a lot of tricks.
Your wizard sleeve and all.
Do I have... Ugh. Oh, this will never work. He's gonna make the saving throw. Yeah, I can't. I was gonna cast Scrying, but he's gonna make the save.
What's that?
It allows me to spy on people.
Ooh.
Try
I've
it.
only ever heard of him. I've never met him. So it's gonna be very hard for me. So he's gonna be able to make the save quite well.
I'm assuming my echo can't like transfer information if I send it out.
Nah, and you can only send it out like 30 feet. Well, let's probably avoid this island then. It's probably for the best.
We at least have information on it. It's covered in that weird algae stuff with spiders and the warlock.
Coax goes, "That's pussy talk." Cowards. No, there's loot in there.
I'm gonna throw you on it.
You wanna go grab it?
Go.
Go.
Pussy.
Or do we want to talk about the dots?
All right, boys. And the Captain Teufel comes out and goes,
Also want a pussy and they do whatever, man. It's the lay of the land.
he gets some of his more rambunctious goblins, of which are not all male, and a small group of 15 goblins kind of gears up. One of them with a loving pat on the captain's cheek. they drop a dinghy and start rowing their way towards the island.
This will be interesting.
Perception checks.
15.
8.
They get to shore. The first goblin takes a sword and stabs the turf, and all of those pink purple stalks of plant suck into the earth, in a kind of rippling effect, maybe 5 feet or so. Looks like cold stone, almost like barnacles, with little sprouts of plant. They back into their little barnacles. Coax steps onto the stone. And soon they stamp you watch as the goblins begin stamping their foot kind of hard in the stone and making more space. More of these purple pink shoots go down, and they start making their way to the tower. Once they get about 300 feet within the tower, all of the really big spiders lift themselves up and they stop. 2 glowing eyes appear before the tower. Massive glowing eyes. And it seems a conversation is had.
Of all people to send to speak on our behalf.
Some of the goblins, Coax included, begin backing away at whatever was said and turn and run. Start hauling ass back towards the dinghy. Some of the goblins stay. And then you realize they can't move.
Their brains are infected by spores.
and you realize they're slowly being cocooned. All these bright red spider-like creatures are slowly wrapping them up. They get back to the dinghy. Start rowing their asses back to the ship. And Task says, "Don't let them on board.
Oh, what's wrong?
They could be infected. They could let something on board."
We need to do triage then. Make sure they're clean.
Have them just hooked to the back.
All right, but I'm not gonna be one to search their butts. They get back
of all
to
people,
the,
you'd be the one to
ship.
search their butts.
He's the ship medic.
Yeah. Of all people, you would be the one to search their butts.
World Guild, thank you so much for the raid.
World
Hello,
Guild!
friends. Welcome in.
We're talking about searching butts.
we are doing some sketchy, dark things. very
butts.
tense moment. Not that.
It's a dark moment when you're curled up on the fetal position in the doctor's office. A sly hand reaches around your cheeks.
Oh no!
And in those darkest moments, who do you call for?
Coax and the couple of goblins that are left. I'm sorry, Offbeat, I cut you off.
I was making a butt joke. Are you sure you want to give me space to do that?
We're gonna let you off with that one.
Offbeat. Coax goes, "Come on, let me lower the ladder."
You gotta get triaged first.
You gotta make sure that you're not infected with something, mate.
Fine.
Attaboy.
Task, after casting a few protective spells on himself, lowers himself down and starts doing medicine checks on the 7 remaining goblins. Wow, these are good rolls. Where were these earlier? Okay, 1 bad roll.
It was cooler for the story with the 3rd shot.
That's true. That's true. I don't know about this one, pointing at one of the goblins. But the rest, as far as I can tell, are clean. We could run the odds.
Keep them in a bubble.
What type of creature do you suppose was on this? Was over there on that island?
What did that thing say to you guys?
What did it say, Coax?
He called me by my name. My actual name. He welcomed us. His voice was so gentle and enticing and vile. He said if we cared to wait around a bit, he would be home soon. I think we need to get out of here.
Mm-hmm. Could I insight check that?
Sure.
You realize he's pissed himself as he explained the story.
17.
17. He's genuinely afraid.
Is that all that was said? Did you notice anything on you? Did you notice anything slide up your leg? Anything kind of creepy happen?
No, we were careful on the approach. It wasn't until we realized that Odyssey was basically just waiting, drawing out the moment so that those things could get on us. And once I realized that, I called the retreat.
I see.
Yeah, we should probably go before he gets back then.
Probably. I'm just trying to see if we can get some sort of disinfecting. If I can get some sort of AoE spell on y'all and kind of just burn off any of the bullshit that's currently on you, I think we could be fine.
All right. Koak seems genuinely like rattled.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nothing to scare this guy. I'm kind of worried.
I need. Where's a spell that's all of my spells? I need to see them. The whole point of this is that I can't see them. Wait. There's a few spells that I don't need to see them.
Nova wait.
Okay. Where is Sword Burst?
Burst your sword.
Shit. Here it is.
Task has cleared everyone but one. That one goblin's like sweating.
You're afraid that something could have infected them, Task. What exactly are you afraid of?
I simply am not sure that this one is clean.
Are you sure about the rest?
Yes.
All right, everyone else on board.
They scatter.
If they were infected, DM, what sort of... Would that be a...
Wouldn't be a curse.
Wouldn't be a curse. Would that be a condition, you might say?
I would say it'd be likened to a disease.
A disease. Okay.
An affliction. Like lice.
No.
But so much worse.
Let me quickly check Lesser Restoration and Greater Restoration. Where is that? Blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned.
Would detect magic do anything for this?
Maybe.
Could I cast detect magic and see if something's wrong with it?
Yeah, if you want to.
Do you have a detect magic?
Yeah.
Give it a go.
Oogie. It's a first level, so
Okay.
what do I get, DM?
You cast detect magic. First of all, what does the casting look like?
So she's just gonna
Cinematically.
go and like wave a hand, and then you can just see, like, as her hand moves, just little like dew droplets and the smell of salt water.
Pretty.
And she waves over. It's almost like it looks like her hand is underwater as she moves.
Pretty. Looking through the swath of dew droplets. You detect no new magics. This individual goblin does have a magical wand that casts guiding bolt, and you can see that upon their person. But you don't detect any adverse magic.
Not seeing anything else besides their wand, so nothing magical's afflicted them at least.
Oh, I can. It is a. Would you say it's a disease?
If it is there.
Okay. Well, if you have a disease, this should cure it. So just hold still. I'm going to just this water, this ball of water appears over it like in my hand. Drink it. Is there a disease?
Not from this.
Oh, oh no!
Yeah.
He's got leprosy.
You got the clap.
No!
Well, it is cured.
The goblin sub-faction on the ship now likes you much more.
Nice.
When the water goes in, where the diseased area, just like a plume of water just expunges, and then the disease droplets just in a ball.
God, I hate that. All right.
I go, use protection. Then I throw it in the ocean.
Throw it at the spiders. Give them the clap.
You do see, speaking of, you do see some of the larger spiders starting to get down into the water.
Let's go.
All right, let's pull up anchor and let's get the fuck out of here. Get on board.
Miriam grabs the chain and just pulls the anchor up faster.
Nova helps.
The couple of goblins that were pulling it up will go with it. As the two of you hoist anchor and quickly set your sail.
I'm not scared of many things, just doctors and spiders.
All right, the party continues onward through the night. Morning comes. The giant red sun cresting and looming. The little bit, again, perfectly still water because no atmosphere. And therefore no wind, and therefore all the water is just glass. Just the little peak of that red sun very close to the planet appears over the horizon. Little bits of ice that have been forming over the glass-like water slowly break away.
Whew. This place is very strange. I'm gonna look forward to getting off of it.
Yeah. Too bad we're not one step closer to getting what we need to get off.
One step closer. I'm not halfway around this bloody whirlpool.
Couple of days pass. Sorry, go ahead.
How many days exactly? Because I am on a timer for my divine interventions again.
8.
Oh.
Divine interventions back, baby.
Hey.
I rolled 2d6.
Okay. We good?
We ball.
We ball.
Bucket, we ball.
Okay. Werning comes into view. The northernmost faction. I'm gonna go ahead and go map real quick. You guys have gotten to the northernmost faction. You can see the couple of continents, the couple of small islands to the northernmost part of the whirlpool. And you spy a city.
Well, we're here to may as well see the sights a little bit. Let's drop shore. We could probably all go with a stretch of our legs.
Please, I'm getting cramps.
As you guys get closer and closer to the this new faction, someone steps out of the ocean and climbs on board.
Hello?
Who are you?
Just walks on up onto the top of the prow, and knocks on the front door.
Howdy.
Set on you.
Good legs.
Looking through the window, it is a smoothed gargoyle.
Oh.
Years and years of walking along the bottom of the ocean with these harsh currents from the whirlpool have rendered it featureless.
Hello?
Greetings.
What can we do for you?
Just saw that you were making your way towards our port. I am part of the Low Guard. Thought I would introduce myself and see what brings you to our shores.
Oh, the welcoming committee.
Just stopping by. Might see some sights a little bit. We're
Fuel, resupply.
We're on our way doing a trip around the whirlpool.
Get some alcohol.
Well, as long as you don't cause any problems, welcome to Werning.
Nice. Thank you, mate.
I only make promises I can keep.
Before you go, mate, what do you know about some talks of a pirate king?
The
Does that
people
not mean much
of
to you?
Valcyrn don't tend to come this side of the whirlpool quite often. They can breathe underwater, but so can we. They prefer easier prey.
Fair enough. Is everybody over there a gargoyle? In that
Most of us.
warning. Ah, pleasure. Well, we probably won't stay too long. Might see some sights. Name is Nova Wake. This is not my ship. But don't tell the captain necessarily. And between you and me, it's my ship.
It's gonna be. Nerium, nice to meet you.
I'm gonna purchase it. Very good trade.
Nice to meet you.
I'd trade you for this ship.
I trade you too. So, and what is your name exactly?
Names are
Sound
not
of
lightly
rocks
given.
clinking down.
Names are not lightly given amongst my people.
Fair enough. Well,
We're calling you Stone.
Every time a car flies by like that, I just 100% expect it to just come right through the window and take me out. There's been a
You
couple
say that, then
close
one day
calls.
it's gonna be on
There's been a
stream. You're just
couple
gonna be
close
sitting there with a
calls.
headlight next to your face.
Just like,
He's gonna be caught live on stream, a headlight just next to your face.
fully monetized. The only way I'll accept it.
Well, good to meet you, a citizen of Werning, a member of the Low Guard. You can stay on board if you want. We're just gonna drive you there, so if you don't want to walk back underneath
Many
the
of
waters.
us already are on board.
Oh. Making yourselves at home, I see.
Welcome to Werning.
Okay,
No sense of personal space.
I guess so. And they
Just
could have been
keeping
polite.
tabs on people coming from the other side of the whirlpool.
We didn't even dock
You got
yet.
an
What if
issue
we were
with
just
you got
passing
an
by?
issue with the people on the other side of the whirlpool.
They indiscriminately take us captive. Put us to
Ah.
work.
Ah,
Valid reasonings. Well, we're not locals, so we're not gonna take you hostage or
and
anything.
we're not from this plane of existence.
More enlightened than I'm sure.
Depends on what you mean by enlightened. I usually find myself at the bottom of a good beer, but I do find that that's usually where the most enlightening thoughts can happen.
Wouldn't know.
That's
Don't
unfortunate.
seem like an alcohol type. Maybe like a nice wine.
I don't know if it eat. Do you eat?
Nope.
Damn. Well,
Well, let's dock and go from there then.
yeah.
All right. You guys can spend some time in Werning. Not much of note here. They live simple lives inside their stone buildings. They have a king, but you're not introduced or given any special treatment of any kind. At some point, Captain Teufel tries to be like, yeah, we're from the Feywild and stuff like that, and they just kind of deadpan him. They're not antagonistic. They pretty much just stick to themselves. Very almost blank.
Looking for rats.
No rats. Well, okay, sorry. There is rats, but you hear that there was a bit of a rat problem, but it was easily dealt with, seeing as they don't have food for the rats to survive on. Even
They just
diseased
picked a bad
rats, like you
spot.
see. There's no flora of any kind on here. It's just stone people living in stone houses on stone islands.
Okay.
Or
What do you guys do
so
for
they would have you believe, at least.
So what exactly you guys do for fun here on your island?
Meditate mostly.
For fun.
Do you worship anything? You got sports?
How do you make more of you?
That's a close kept secret.
Why?
Because then other people can make more of us.
Is it more like a ritual thing, or is there actually some kind of sex thing? Just curious at this point.
What happens when a mommy gargoyle and a daddy gargoyle love each other very much?
You're staring at that blank face and you're like, Love might be alien to them. And also, I misspoke. The dwarves do not enslave these people. They do capture them and put them down in the crucible.
Yeah.
Because they just hate everyone equally. That isn't them. Still wrong, but it's not slavery. Yeah. I didn't want to portray that.
Well, at the very least, I look at
You're surprised. This is basically the most boring people you've ever met.
Yeah. Do you like fight for fun? That's what I like to do for fun. Do you all do that? This place sucks.
You're currently in a bar, maybe, where some people just kind of sit at tables and talk to each other a little bit.
What do you guys talk about?
These are the most bland people in existence. It makes them unique how like just uncharacteristic they are by personality.
If I beat you in arm wrestling, can you tell me how to make more of you?
No.
What if I promise I won't tell anybody?
No.
Can you at least tell me if it's a ritual?
Yes.
Neat. The curiosity's eating away at me.
You were looking for deep waters in a shallow pool.
Look, I respect the look. I'm not gonna lie.
Iman is with you guys because he chooses to come along whenever he can.
I thought there'd be more going on here.
I thought there'd at least be liquor.
I mean,
don't worry, Mommy's got some at the back.
They don't. I just still don't know how to handle you calling yourself that in the context of me. Anyway,
accept it. That's what you do, mate. Accept it and move on.
You are a child. It is fine.
You may be an adult, but you're figuratively a baby, and that's okay.
Okay.
That just means that we're gonna protect you.
I'm embarrassed.
Yeah.
These people are odd. I don't understand them. They're like, there's nothing there. I don't know.
How can city and society function with just nothing?
So
they don't have any art.
They don't. So do you all just sit and meditate all day?
Meditate on what? Who do you meditate to? What do you meditate for?
Sorry for asking these questions.
You do have this one dude has like stayed with you this whole time.
Yeah. Sorry if all these questions seem out of the blue. This is just genuinely.
These are the questions people normally ask. This is not a surprise to us.
Valid. It's very surprising. Not gonna lie. And I just, if the dwarves are busy fighting and drinking when we met them. I don't know if you went over to Oid's. If you've ever been to Oid's place.
We don't go over there.
I think he makes.
It affects you too, or you just don't feel like it.
It is met with violence. Any kind of trespass onto Oid's territory.
No, it's not. Some of our goblins got captured, seduced.
That's its own kind of violence, though, is it not?
That's a good perspective,
Turns
I guess.
out they're philosophical.
What do you meditate for?
We listen to the stone and the resonance. Every stone has a vibration.
Do the stones vibrate every hour?
Make an insight check.
Ooh.
21.
He seems, whatever his version of surprised.
They do, don't they? Once an hour, the stones shake. Do you know why?
Once every hour, the resonance stops.
Oh.
How do you know this?
Turns out my travels have brought me wisdom myself. Tell you
It
what,
stops briefly for a couple of seconds.
I have secrets. You have secrets. Trade in those secrets. I can tell you why your stone stopped talking for an hour. You can tell me why this place is so goddamn boring.
You go first.
Okay.
Now
Once
you
an
have a
hour-
personality.
Once an hour, a kraken by the name of Ruler Rock raises the dwarven island out of the sea, bit by bit. Now you go.
I'm assuming when the kraken resonates.
And
your
I do
stones
know
grow
more
quiet.
about this kraken. In fact, I could probably even get more about this kraken. And I'd be willing to tell you more about this kraken once I learn more about this kraken. So I suggest you make the next piece of information you're going to give me pretty juicy.
I am the king.
Ah.
I speak for
sense.
my people. I put myself first in danger, whatever that danger might be. And if I die, there will simply be a new king. And it's okay. It's not that the stones go quiet. They do. But we also go quiet. We fall still. And we've never known why.
Do you think maybe the resonance from the kraken is actually dissonance on the stone?
You
Water
say
and
it
stone.
raises the island.
Yep. 2 inches every time.
This is
Some
troubling.
process. Agreement between the dwarven king and the ruler rock, the kraken.
I think the island is growing in width every time it's also growing in height.
I am
What
willing
if it's trying to
to
take
pay you for more information on this.
You have a concept of money here?
Of course.
What are you? You
What
guys
do
don't
you
anything.
buy? You
What do
don't
you-
want, you don't have needs, you don't have nothing. You just,
What is this land mostly comprised of?
stone?
Water. There's
Right.
mostly ocean here. Real
Okay.
estate
It's true real estate.
is important. We buy land. We buy stone.
You give
And we
us
use it to
land?
build. And we do
Look,
eat
mate.
stone.
You eat stone.
We
There
eat
we
stone.
go.
Do they have different flavors?
Yes.
That's amazing.
This is great information. This is what we've been craving for so long.
And we drink sand.
This is excellent news. I'm so excited.
You confuse
I've been
me.
so happy.
Yeah. All right. Well, we currently don't have more information. Well, we kind of do. We know a little bit more about this place and about the Kraken itself. So you don't want people knowing to make more of you. Frankly, I don't want to make more of you. I think you're perfectly happy being where you are, and that seems like the thing.
I'm just curious.
We
You don't
find
have to
peace
say
in
it.
the resonance.
What is this resonance? What is this thing?
I've explained it to you.
You talk to the stones, but what did they say?
They don't have a language. They simply are.
What do you feel when you hear them?
Peace. Songs, music. I guess you could say, you would call it. But the music of music, the bass of music, the true music.
Parshendi.
Kind of, maybe.
I've read the Stormlight Archives.
Mhm.
Stone people listening to stones.
That, that's far-fetched, but I can see how you got there.
That's currently all I'm getting. They listen to rocks.
That is where my
They're
head
listening
was.
to the Song of Thra. I don't know what you're talking about.
I was thinking, I actually took more from the Rings of Power, where the dwarves were singing to the stones.
I see, I see. Do they sing to the stones? Or do they listen to the stones? Do the
They
stones
listen.
sing back? Is
You
there a-
don't listen, they listen.
Is there a rock and roll group?
No, it's just a rock and rock group.
Well,
We can pay you in stone for more information.
can we do things with this stone?
Can we eat them?
I might be able to teach you. I'm not sure if it would work. You are not a stone being.
I'm hard as stone.
You are impressive.
Give me a moment. Let me consult.
He's stone hard half the time.
That's a different story.
I meant like in the head, but
Got it. I do
Yeah,
have
but
this
you
spell. Not today, but tomorrow. I know I can learn of a spell called Stone Shape. Might that assist myself?
That would be heretical. Or, not heretical, offensive to us.
Oh,
let's not offend people more than we already have.
that's very fair. Well, I thought that might help me with learning how to use the stones. Anyway,
That would change the frequency of the stone.
this is a very... Okay, I see your point. I see your point.
The stone only speaks truth, and you would warp that.
That makes sense. Fair enough.
Teach me to speak stone, please.
No, I'm just kidding.
It gains a mouth.
Yeah. It takes out an amethyst, quite large amethyst.
No, he doesn't
When
speak
you can hear this, consider it a gift. When you can hear this, you will have begun the first step. This is one of the loudest of stones. A knife!
crystal knife.
Oh, that's cool. Put it away. Don't be showing knives on the stream.
It's just a crystal. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's just a rock.
It's just gonna realign your chakras. This is great. So, quick. Okay, so we'll listen to this rock. You gave us that. I'll give you some more information. There seems to be a weird relationship between the Dwarven King and Ruler Rock. Some sort of agreement.
Interesting.
It also owns the prison there.
That is where a lot of my people are kept.
We unfortunately had one sicked up on us there.
And did you put it out of its misery?
I did shatter it, if that's what you mean. I apologize.
And then he is not dead. Merely suffering.
How would we do that next time in case so that we
Make a persuasion check.
If I had known,
21?
21. There is a crystal. Oh my god, these are Pashendi.
What?
Damn it. I'm sorry,
What?
Brandon Sanderson. I didn't mean it.
It's a race from a fantasy novel. It's the Stormlight Archives. It's Brooke's
Oh,
favorite
okay.
series.
You should definitely read it.
You should read it.
Or listen
Everyone
to it
read
on
the Stormlight
audiobook.
Archives.
It's phenomenal. It'll change your life.
I'll listen on audiobook.
Big bet. There is a heart to us. I think one of y'all has one of them. I think one of y'all like
I
scooped
picked it up.
You did.
Yeah. I reached this time up. I'm like, oh, this thing. I picked it up.
Please return him to us.
Oh yeah, of course. I don't really care for it.
You have freely returned one of ours to our own.
I don't have use for it.
You are not who I thought you might be. You are people who are capable of kindness.
We try to be.
How can
Of
I repay
sorts.
you?
Let us come visit.
Well, as long as you teach us about your ways, frankly, learn a little bit about this place. Give us information about something that we want. I don't know if you'll know anything about this, but we're looking for a piece of a magical boat.
I will have the stone singers search the world.
The boat is called the Void Scourge,
Hmm.
the most mighty vessel ever created across the plains.
Very nice boat.
I will tell you this. We will look for that. Come back sometime and I will tell you what we have found. You should have died upon coming within a mile of Oed. The reason you did not was because Oed Stein was not there, as you say. He is in Arlsk. I don't know why he's there, but there are many. Arlsk is the Tan continent on the map. It's the next one on rotation. I don't know why he's there. It's a dangerous place to be. Many spores, many deadly tombs. It can't be good. We were the first to receive the rats. A certain logic dictates that Oed Stein is responsible for this plague.
God damn it, fucking Rat King!
Told you. I told you. 5 coins.
And we can't confirm that yet. We don't know if Oed Stein's the Rat King.
Counts.
Fine. No, not yet. Once he's dead, we'll tell.
Fine.
Sorry, bet. Personal bet. Go on.
That's my thanks of information. Also, you will have a small hut in your name.
A tiny hut?
Well,
it is smallish. It's what we're able to offer you. Real estate is our currency. I am the king because I have the most land.
Well, if you want to put it in anyone's name, as much as I appreciate mine, I'd rather you put it in my mother's. Achredin.
Okay.
Thanks.
He pulls out a wad of clay and starts forming up this tablet. Eventually it cools by the time he's done and he hands it to you. It's fragile, but so is paper. And it's a little deed. There's a small island. There's a small peninsula that now is in Raiden's name, and there's a small stone hut on it.
Thank you.
This is my thanks for returning one of mine to me and my people.
True fantasy, owning real estate as a 20-year-old.
God damn.
Well, if we find any more of your people, if we can't exactly bring them intact, is this a suitable method of retrieval?
It is, and you watch as he takes the clay out. The first thing he does upon receiving the crystal, it's almost like a metal vein ore, but it's crystal. It's just oddly shaped, and he hands it off to one of his associates, who immediately puts it in water and then pulls it out and starts slathering mud all over it. It is excruciating pain to have your crystal exposed at all. So we have brought it a sense of reprieve.
If I were to cast stone shape around the crystal,
it's not the right stone.
We will tend to him.
All right. Well, this has been
enlightening. If we find another crystal, putting it in some kind of bag or
any kind of
keeping
earth.
It in mud? No, earth. Okay. Good to know. Write that down.
I'm writing it down.
Note taker, take notes. All right.
I appreciate the efforts that you've done for us. We'll be back.
You guys have made an ally.
Yay, friendship!
Valcirn. No, sorry, Werning.
We allied with the whole fucking kingdom.
Yeah. A kingdom of just blank vanilla NPCs by design. But you dug deeper and you found out some interesting lore and some interesting bits. I very much wanted to present you with we are just nothing of interest on the surface, and then
But
just see if you
that's
guys
so
would just skip
interesting.
on by.
Nah.
No, that's so interesting. Like, how can you be nothing?
Like, there's no fucking way. There's no fucking way.
They must train at something. How do they do things for fun?
They have to do something, anything.
All right, anything else you guys want to do before we call it?
Gotta probably go check out our land.
You guys find yourself on a rocky little peninsula. The waves kind of gently lapping against well, there's no waves, but the water, you know, right on the edge of this little, you know, raised cliff area. You're about 10 feet off the actual water line. And you've got this tiny little hut that 5 people can barely fit in, just made of stone stacked upon itself, no mortar or nothing, just this kind of archaic lean-to, basically. There's nothing inside it. It's just packed stone on the bottom of it. We'll say gravel, which is like their carpet.
Love it.
These people are awesome.
I did not expect this. You guys would be like, boring, next.
Nope. That's our favorite part.
Wow.
Like, what? Rock people that do nothing? Awesome.
I
Literal
need to know.
NPCs.
This is phenomenal.
But they're peaceful. I mean, they you know, I mean, they can wreck house if they need to, but they prefer not to. They're just living their life, being stones, enjoying sentience.
We have to come back.
Yeah, I frankly am considering moving.
Amin's like, weird. All right.
See, this is why you're the child. You don't get it.
You don't.
I don't.
Get...
This is boring. They don't do anything. I don't understand.
All right, let's take the kid back to the ship.
All right.
Yay! You get onto the ship, and Captain Tova's like, so what was that about? You should know there's like 200 of them just holding onto the bottom of our boat.
Good.
Oh yeah, we found the king.
Oh.
He
He
likes
likes us. Yeah.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
You know how rare that is?
Yes,
We have-
I do.
We have land
I
now.
barely like you.
Hey, come on. I know you like me, at least.
You're great. He begrudgingly.
My heart's broken, Captain.
We're landowners now.
We have a deed and everything.
Well done.
We're
Handled
so
this better
proud.
than you did the dwarves. Although that came to fruition eventually. It wasn't
Hey.
as much of a rocky start.
Listen, apparently I was hanging out with the wrong rocks, because these guys are way nicer.
Yeah, these guys are awesome. You know what they do for fun?
What do they do for fun?
Nothing.
Nothing.
What?
I know.
I was like, it's boring.
Child, sit down.
Shut up. You don't
Go eat something or mop. Go swab the poop dick.
We don't have a poop tank. All right. That'll be it for tonight, guys, I think, unless you guys want to cover anything else before we go.
Time to go sleep.
All right.
Best
Chat,
part.
thank you for
best
being
part
here.
of the stream.
Please stick around. We will be doing a raid, and it goes a long way towards helping us. It helps them. All sorts of good stuff, so stick around. I'm SirFeffers. I'll be DMing at the convergence that Quincy's got going on. If you don't know about that, you're missing out. Look up Quincy and convergence, and you'll get all sorts of fun information. They are renting out the Evermore Park, and a huge meetup event is going on over there, so check that out. What else am I doing? I might be visiting Chicago sometime soon.
Chicago.
Maybe. If anybody's over there, hit me up. What else do I have going on? Yeah, there's a huge LARP event called Heinefall in Texas next month. You should check that out. I'll be over there as well. Maybe I'll see you. Hit up the YouTube, SmolBirdLex, if you guys want the slow rollout this coming Tuesday or Monday. We will be starting the uploads of the current seasons, as well as the slow rollout of the summer series. We'll be having 5 different days of uploads of full-length D&D content. So if you're itching for D&D, we've got your fix over on the SirFeffers YouTube channel, and of course hit up the Discord if you want to vibe with us. We have a very wholesome and very intense and chaotic community, and it is a whole time.
Much more wholesome than we present.
This is true.
We are the outliers.
Just as chaotic. And that's kind of it for me. Thank you for being here. Let me throw it over to Nerium, who's going to talk about herself, talk about her character, talk about some of the stuff, and then Offbeat, and then we'll get our raid on.
Hello, it is SmolBirdLex. I am playing Nerium, I'm assuming lovable. I mean, you guys wouldn't be here if you hated her, lovable. I'm guessing. The lovable Furbulk Barbarian who is so amazed by these rock people. I'm just like, you guys do nothing. Nothing? Nothing.
They figured out your piece.
What does it mean to want nothing?
She's very happy about this little hut. Like, excessively happy about it. But yeah, if you guys want to look up SmolBird art, you can look up my art and see if you like it. If you want, you can hire me to draw stuff for you. I'm doing a lot of D&D art lately, so I'll draw your OCs, I'll draw your characters,
It's really good.
I'll even draw them kissing a lot. Whatever you want, go ahead. I'm gonna send it over to Offbeat.
What up? My name is Offbeat Outlaw. You can find me on YouTube and TikTok under the exact same name. I make D&D skits as well as optimization-based long-form content. I have been playing Nova Wake. Nova is also ecstatic about these rock people. He's just amazed. He's like, wow, nothing. And he's also impressed that it went well, because he knows he's an abrasive person. I can exclusively play abrasive characters, apparently.
It's almost like it's just you seeping into the character.
Almost. Yeah. Love ya, but that's just how it's worked out well, hasn't it?
Yeah,
I'd say so. We love you for your abrasion. How about that?
Thank you. I'm like sandpaper.
Yeah, but you're our sandpaper.
I mean, you got a girl even with your abrasive behavior. So.
But with that, Nova's pretty impressed. He's pretty happy that this went well. He's also happy that he's like, we did a good thing. We returned a citizen who is lost. And is a little skeptical now about the dwarfs, and is like, what's going on with this ruler rock thing? What's going on? He's always been skeptical. He's never liked them, but he's like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Apple ditched us.
Apple ditched us. Apple is
Y'all put her in danger. I'm pretty sure
She's fine.
Yeah, because she ditched you.
She was fine before that. We would have kept her fine.
Yeah. But yeah, that's it.
All right. Anything you got going on? Anything you're up to, Mr. Offbeat Outlaw?
Besides your new skits.
New skits once again. I'm writing tons of new skits. If you support me on Patreon, maybe I'll post the freaking scripts early if that interests you. Maybe some early stuff if you see the skits come early. But that is
extra
all.
thirst traps on Patreon.
Extra thirst. I actually don't think I can do that legally. I think I have not cleared.
Oh god, Patreon is all sorts of messed up. You can probably get away with it.
They got rid of the blatant. You can't do the blatant stuff anymore on Patreon, but thirst stuff is fine.
Nice.
Good to know. But that is all. Go support Lexi.
Yeah.
Buy her art.
Do it.
Yeah, you buy my art, you'll put me in Offbeat to go on more dates. So.
Put that on the Patreon. Date night on the Patreon. All right, y'all. Pile into this raid. We're gonna kick it with Drew Gulliver. Good friendo. Have a fantastic rest of your evening, my friends. I'll see you Tuesday, bright and early. And by that, I mean an hour earlier. Bye-bye.
Bye. It cut out.
And we are rated